Hello and welcome to Build Up to a Good Game. We're now 5 minutes away from kickoff at the London Stadium. It is West Ham United against Sunderland. Big team news from both sides ahead of this afternoon's clash. Gonzo, how is oneself?
Good, yeah. Hello again. How are you?
I'm actually quite excited, to be honest with you.
What with the team?
Well, just everything I was looking for. Yes, this time yesterday, I found myself really looking forward to the game. Then last night, I was really looking forward to the game. And I was thinking, you know what, I like this. I woke up and I've got no... I think nerves are starting to kick in the last 10 minutes or so. I've got a little bit of nerves now because I think I'm starting to believe we can win. And then with that comes the thought process of, well, if we win, it puts us 2 points behind Nottingham Forest and it's game on again. So I'm trying to just rein myself in a little bit. But do you know something? I'm not reining myself in completely. I'm allowing myself to be excited. I'm allowing myself to look forward to the game because I cannot tell you the last game I was looking forward to. I did a video last night and I said, last week I wasn't looking forward to it. I had a feeling we'd win, but I was lacking that excitement that usually the Spurs fixtures bring. The QPR game, FA Cup, usually we loved that, but it was a bit like, because we'd only just been beaten by Nottingham Forest. The Forest game, I had a Wolves hangover. Wolves, I was just really nervous for, so I couldn't enjoy the game. It just felt like such a huge game. There was no enjoyment. Before that, Brighton, Fulham. No, I wasn't looking forward to that. They were big games, and I say looking forward. I probably was looking forward to them, but it was more nerves and excitement. But today's the first time, quite some time, I've got a little bit of excitement about me actually. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've missed this feeling.
Yeah. I'm definitely feeling better than I was against Tottenham. It was as I say, a certain amount of mischief to myself looking forward to that because I just sort of was. I think I was just sort of fearing the worst and just yeah. But that was a great result, a really really good result, and for him to obviously stick with the same team. Against Sunderland have had a great season. I've got nothing bad to say about Sunderland at all. But we've got to aim to try and win this game. There's no doubt about that. This is exactly what we should be doing. And it's not even about the revenge for the 3-0 or anything like that. There's just a number of games now that we need to win a certain number of games. You'd certainly hope that Sunderland would there you go. Sunderland would be one of those. We can we just put pressure, not just on Nottingham Forest, but anyone else that might be thinking they're not going to have a good end to the season or might be fearing that. Because the Sunderland manager said, "Oh, West Ham are a team in form." Of course, we're not, but I understand what he was doing. We beat QPR and we beat Tottenham. But if we were to manage to win this game, then you would have to say, okay, well, at the very least, maybe West Ham are turning things around. And if you're doing that, then I do think it will make the other clubs a little bit nervous. And that's really all we can do at the moment.
Yeah, and also we've got a week of transfer window left. We're also doing business over the weekend. We're still lacking at centre-back, but we win today, it might just encourage them. Instead of trying to get one on loan, let's go spend 20 million on the centre-back then. Let's believe we're going to stay up and get a centre-back that's good enough for the Premier League next season.
And encourage them to sign. The centre-back might think, hold on, West Ham got a chance here.
Yeah, and you say to them, look, you're the difference. It's 2 points. Yeah. You're the difference. You come in and we can get out of this kind of thing. So, huge game. A lot riding on today. The West Ham team, it's on your screen in just a second. The bench is scrolling along the bottom of your screen, but it's unchanged from the side that beat Spurs last weekend. In goal is Alphonse Areola with a back four of Adam Wan-Bissaka. We've also got Mavpanos partnering Todibo with all his scars continuing at left back. In midfield, we've got Souček and Fernandes with Bowen on the right, Somerville on the left, and sort of a bit of a second striker / number 10 in Pablo, and then Tate up front. Possibly the easiest team selection all season.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm pleased Scholes has got in there because I thought he did well, and I just think you just don't know. It's very much in party mode. Malik Jerfi came back, and they pretty much had a party for him, which is totally right, by the way. But Scholes has recovered really well since his mistake, which I know everyone thinks the same as well. I think it's right that he's rewarded there with that. If anything, it was I felt, as I said in the preview, that it was possibly Wan-Bissaka who was place was more under threat from Walker Peters. But, it seems that Nuno has very much got a first choice right back there. So, and I just don't think you will see Walker Peters, aside from the occasions where Wan-Bissaka's injured or as a substitute or something like that. I think he's just going to have to settle into the fact that he is our reserve right back now.
Well, the starting 11 might be expected. There has been a bit of a surprise in West Ham's team news on the bench. It's been a busy 24 hours with Guido Rodriguez on the verge of joining Valencia. Lucas Paqueta was ruled out of the match by Nuno on Thursday. So the bench for West Ham is as follows. Hermansen is on the bench alongside Walker Peters, Kilman, and El Hadji Malik Diouf is back from the African Cup of Nations. He's on the bench. Potts and Magassa are on the bench alongside Kante. Callum Wilson is on the bench. And so is James Ward-Prowse. Almost feels like a new signing. That myth in football, you can't apply it here. We've not seen him at all under Nuno. And he's back on the bench. Whether or not he's there and it's a bit virtue signaling, it's a case of there's no one else, so you might as well be on the bench. Or it is a serious olive branch, which is, all right then, I'll swallow my pride. You're on the bench. You've got an opportunity now.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know how much of this is true, but if it was because there was a little bit of teasing, then you just got to put it out. Laugh it off. just get on with stuff. And look, anyone. I spent half my life working on building sites. It's brutal there.
You're going to have to say what the rumor was. The rumor is
okay. So the rumor is that James Ward-Prowse made a joke about Nuno Espirito Santo being bald.
He called him Baldy.
Baldy, yeah. I mean, it's pretty mild stuff, really. But I do understand that. Hold on, I'm your boss and stuff like that. I get that, but I just think sometimes for the benefit of everyone, maybe you just got to leave it. And I mean, funny enough, I heard literally just before we did the video, someone said Rodriguez is at the ground today. Is at London? It's at London Stadium, or is in London at least. But anyway, we think he's going to Valencia. That's what the latest news seems to be. And why not? Why would you not have James Ward-Prowse on the bench now? I think it's the right thing to do. Irving's gone. Rodriguez is gone, going, whatever. That's the right thing to do. So I'm pleased. And you know what? Hopefully he just insulted him back. Something quite harmless. But
call him James Ward-Prowse. You can use our one.
Well, you could say like he does the golf swing, doesn't he? His celebration. You could just say, "I've seen your celebration, mate. No wonder you didn't make it as a pro golfer." Just say something like that. You have a little bit of banter back and forth. Job done. Everyone's all pulling in the right direction.
Well, Fulkrug used to take the piss out of him about being good at golf. They said, what did Fulkrug say? That's because all you do is put it sideways or something.
Yeah, good stuff.
Fulkrug took the piss out of him and stuff like that. And I guess you don't know why Nuno's bald. Is it choice, or has he got like an illness and his hair's fell out? And he might be like,
no, because he's got the side. He's got the side.
Yeah,
bits,
but
mate. He's got the side.
It's. I think he's on the bench because it's second chance. Because I don't believe Nuno would put him on the bench to make up numbers, because there's no Mayers, there's no Golombekis.
Yeah.
Nuno Shoney will put them on the bench. So it's not, I don't think there's a lack of options. Just because even if we had Mayers on the bench, we've still got Potts, Magassa, and Kante. We don't actually need Ward-Prowse on the bench in terms of positional sense.
No.
But I have to admit, the bench is actually looking the best it's been for a little while. We're lacking a winger on there, but we've got two really good fullbacks, an experienced centre back, two good midfielders, a young box midfielder in there with Kante. Ward-Prowse is back, and we've got an absolute sniper as a striker. It's not looking too shabby, actually. It's still lacking one attacking player, but it's not too bad. What are you laughing at?
It's just Phil said, I don't want to get into I can't click on it. Where's he gone? There you go. He said, I don't want to get into a roast battle with you.
It was a bit timid. You're slacking off of James Ward-Prowse.
Yes, I am aware of that. But yeah, I just think it was, there's limited. Obviously, we're dealing with sensitivities here, so I don't think you could go full building site stuff really on him. So yeah.
Right, we're going to take a look at the Sunderland team, because there's good news for West Ham fans in regards to Sunderland's lineup. Before we do, just point in direction of the poll in the live chat. I was just asking what you think the outcome will be. 3 options to pick from. West Ham win, draw, Sunderland win. Pick whatever one reflects your prediction ahead of today's game. And just before Gonzo pops off in half an hour, we'll end the poll and see what you guys are all thinking, so please do get involved. The Sunderland team is as followed. We've got Roofs in goal, the back four of Vanildo at left back, Ballard and Alderete in centre back, and Mukiele, the guy's name I can't pronounce, Mukiele, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Mukiele, at right back. It looks like Hume is going to be playing defensive midfield today for Sunderland because Granit Xhaka is out. No Xhaka for the Black Cats today. They've also got Siddiqui and Leify in midfield with Mundell on the left, and it looks like Mavanda on the right and Brobby up front. That's your Sunderland starting 11.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
It's definitely not bad news.
No Xhaka. I didn't know that.
You happy?
Yeah, I am.
Made you a little bit fruitier?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. It's on the rise, my fruitiness. Pardon the expression. Yeah. Good.
It'd be interesting to see how Hume gets on in there. He's this Swiss Army knife for Libri. Obviously, traditionally a right back, but he's been played last few weeks. He's been played further forward anyway. He's almost like a right winger, but resting at right wing back out of position. Out of possession. Sorry. It looks like he's going to be in defensive midfield today, so it's a different role for him. Captain as well. Big job for him in there, but a good opportunity for us because he doesn't mind committing a foul. Hume might be having a word with Pablo and say drop deep, get in front of him.
Are we getting on the old?
Maybe I think this is where we're just lacking a proper number 10 in our team. Do you know what I mean? I think Pablo dropped deep, but I don't know if he's that technical wizard that's going to get the ball down and take him on or anything like that. I think physically he'll give him an absolute contest, but I think we're maybe just lacking that player to take advantage of that area of the pitch. But Siddiqui and Leify up against Souček and Fernandez will be a good battle in there kind of thing. But I think Brobby up front will cause us all sorts of bother. I think we're going to struggle to contain Brobby. I don't think Magpanos or Todibo are going to cope very well with him in his physical nature of the game. But Mundell, Mavanda out wide. I don't know. I've seen some Sunderland fans not too optimistic going into this game with the news of Xhaka. What are you giggling at now?
I'm trying to ignore Phil McCock.
Why? You like a bit of Phil McCock?
I certainly do. I certainly do. Particularly before a game of football.
You love it when McCock pops up.
I do. It's very rare these days.
Did your cock pop up when you seen Xhaka wasn't playing?
Oh, very much so, Gio. Very much so. Yeah.
Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to put a little bet together, which nearly won last week. Where Fernandez got. Oh, sorry, I've got the Sunderland bench to do. It's quite a good bench, to be fair, for Sunderland. The bench is as follows: Patterson, 09, Kirkins on the bench as well with Geertruida, also with Rig, Diarra, Adingra, Isidore and Talby. A really strong bench for Sunderland. The interesting news for Sunderland fans is no Dan Neil. Lots of reports he's on the verge of joining Rangers and he's not in this squad today. So that player that we've been linked to him quite a lot actually at West Ham. But he looks like he could be off to Ibrox. Now we're going to put the bet together. If this bet wins, one of you will get the winnings. We were one foul for Fernandez away from giving someone £170 last week. So that was a bit frustrating, especially considering he got, in my opinion, fouled on multiple occasions, but the referee either played advantage or just didn't give him the free kick. So I think we called it right. We're just a bit unlucky. What are you fancying for today?
Are we going to go with the tatty again?
If you want, what we're going for?
I think we should.
The tatty card.
Pardon?
What are you saying? Tatty card? Is that what you want?
Tatty card.
Yeah.
What about a double trouble? What about a tatty card and a tatty goal?
Yeah, I'm happy to put that in, especially considering we've got super sub. So if Wilson comes on for him as scores, it counts.
Yes, that's it. That's the one. Yeah, I like that. West Ham win.
West Ham to win. Okay, yeah.
What's that give us?
16-1, but I'm going to put Somerville to be fouled twice, and that takes us up to 25-1. So 130 quid if it wins.
Yeah. Okay.
So right, that's the bet. We've got 4 things to happen. If all 4 things happen, someone watching live right now will win £130 cash. We'll send it over tomorrow. And the 4 things that we need to occur is West Ham United to win the match, Tatty to score, Tatty to be booked, and Somerville to be fouled at least twice in the game.
Got to happen, that one.
If that bet wins, someone wins 130 quid. How do you enter the bet? Well, first of all, you need to be subscribed. And second of all, in the live chat, you need to put the following phrase.
Daylight robbery.
Daylight robbery. Get that into the live chat. And no, Jonas, it's not UK only. No. It's a digital transaction. We send you the money online, so it can go. We send it to anyone. Send it to absolutely anyone. So anyone can get involved. Hopefully we can win.
But not 18 and above, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think so. Yeah. Well, they're not doing the betting. Anyway, whatever. We'll discuss it afterwards.
I'm unsure on the laws around it either myself.
Absolutely, but bear in mind all the Phil McCock gags. I'm hoping there's no children in the chat.
Yeah,
anyway.
we'll just say that you have to tell us you're 18 or above.
Yes.
So when we ask how old you are, you've got to say anything over 18. We've done our checks. Sorted.
I'm 18.
Right, Gonzo, you've seen the teams. How are you feeling?
Well, fruity, obviously. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, mate. I am looking forward to this one, definitely. Look, it's hard. It's hard because you want to be positive, and then you've got the way West Ham have performed this season, which is sort of dragging you back and pulling you down away from your positivity. But it's nice. It's like you said at the start of the video. You don't want anyone to tell you don't get carried away, and you're not going to apologise for feeling quite good about it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it, and there's little things you grab onto. Hopefully, Sunderland. I mean, they've had such a magnificent season. They're safe. You just wonder, are they? Who was it that somebody said we just wanted it more than Tottenham?
Said what? Sorry.
One of the players said we wanted it more than Tottenham. Might have been Bowen.
I don't know.
Might have been Bowen. You would hope today we want it more than Sunderland, and to tell you why, because we need it more than Sunderland. I don't know what Sullivan's got to do. Imagine if Sullivan took over Sunderland. Anyway, there you go. That'd be. You wouldn't wish him on anyone, would you? Really?
No.
Actually, Johnny's asking about the raffle. Did you want to say about the raffle? That is tomorrow, Johnny. Yeah. Do you want to promote the raffle, do you?
Yeah, because on the other software we use, we can start it and come back to it, but on this we can't. Once it's gone, it's gone. And Johnny set me up to promote the raffle, so I thought I'm having that. Thank you, Johnny. But I had to click on it, so I didn't lose it. But it does end tomorrow, and we've got 4 prizes up for grabs: signed Jared Bowen shirt, signed Freddie Potts shirt, a Hammer's Chat bundle, plus a match worn Jared Bowen shirt. He wore it against Fulham. And it comes with a presentation box. There's a certificate in here from the club which says it's match worn. Jared Bowen wore this shirt against Fulham. And just for clarity, because I'd get a bit embarrassed if someone thought we did not get this from the club directly. To be fair, someone won it in the auction from the club, and we bought it off to someone because they wanted to sell it. So match worn Jared Bowen shirt in this box. There it is. It's not the best presented, but it's a match worn Jared Bowen folded up.
So not the 5-0 Fulham, no.
I don't know actually. It does have the
certificate of authenticity. We can certify Jared Bowen did not score in this game.
It was from October 2024. No, this would have been Lopetegui then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't know what the score was. It's here. It's this shirt. It's the last season shirt.
Yeah.
So what was the score?
Someone will tell us in the chat.
I can't remember. I think it was it away? Does it say if it was away? Home. It just says home shirt. It doesn't actually say whether it was home or away. But it was in October 24, so that will tell you if it was.
Someone's doing it. Someone's typing right now. I'm telling you.
Imagine he's scored in it or something, and we've not actually known. And all this time we've got a shirt he scored in, and we've not even been using it to promote it because we didn't know. Doug Sim got beat 2-0. There you go. Wonderful.
Thanks, Doug.
He still wore it.
He did, yeah.
He just didn't do very much in it. But other people are saying 1-1 and 3-2, or maybe they're
hold on. You're right. There
maybe
we go. We've got all the scores covered, haven't we? Yeah.
Some of them are predicting today's score, I think, rather than looking up what it was. I think it was probably 2-0. Daniel, no, the raffle's not for Patreon only. If you look in the description below, there's a link. You can head over there and get your ticket if you wish.
Absolutely.
Anyway, loads of people saying 1-1. Maybe it was 1. I don't know. That's what we get for not doing our own research, isn't it?
There you go. Absolutely. Well, we got people that help us out in the chat.
Right then, live chat, please get your thoughts into the live chat sheet. Let us know what you're thinking. It could be about the West Ham team, Sunderland team, not what the game against Fulham was, and not your score prediction either, because we don't know which is which. And I just want to say massive thank you to Quiz for the £5 super chat as well. Thank you for your support.
Cheers, mate.
Of the channel. It's very, very kind of you. Coach is saying
and to be fair, he sent something in this morning as well.
Yeah, you're a very good supporter of the channels.
Thank you.
Is Quiz. Coach David is saying Somerville and Bowen to score. I'm looking forward to seeing Somerville, actually. We've got like a different Somerville than we did.
We do.
A couple of months ago.
No, not a clone. Improvement. Better twin. Something like that, anyway.
The live chat seems quite firm that it was 1-1 and Danny Ings equalised.
Well, who are we to argue?
We've got a match worn shirt from a very rare game in which Danny Ings scored a goal.
It's got a certificate of authenticity and everything.
Collector's item. Danny Ings scored in a goal for West Ham.
Yeah, amazing.
Paul saying Wilson winner off the bench to secure Nuno the elusive. That's a clean sheet.
Clean sheet.
And a 1-0 win.
Imagine that. Oh, I'll be a nervous wreck. I'll be a nervous... Well, hanging on until the end.
Yeah, I think I just want to see us win. I don't really care how. And the first half, I was so happy. The first half last week, the first half against Spurs was such an entertaining game. I thought we were really good. In the second half, we just sat back, and I thought, then they equalised. I thought, here we go again. But we got the winner. But it did have an element of smash and grab to me. And after the game, not so much. I was just buzzing anyway, but then I was thinking, but if we play like that, we probably won't win next week. And I thought, well, it doesn't really matter how we win.
Doesn't matter.
As long as we win. I'll still discuss the performance overall and stuff, but as long as we get the 3 points, the performance it's kind of irrelevant, really. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting. They're gonna run themselves ragged. They've got to fight. It's going to need another big game from Souček. There's no doubt about that. Pablo's going to have to put himself about a bit. I could really do with Bowen. Well, thanks for that, Bob. Could do with Bowen upping his output in this. When we could really do with something from him. If we can get an equal threat on either side from Somerville and Bowen in this game, we really do have half a chance. We really do.
Nick, that's not Nick. Nick's saying must bury our chances today and cannot sit back if we go 1-0 up. Charles was saying Troy will replace Ward-Prowse on the bench. I'm not so sure. I think I get why you think that, but I just think Nuno could have just not put Ward-Prowse on the bench today if he didn't want to. The thing is, though, the one thing I will say about Ward-Prowse is even that. Let me just do this comment because it's actually relates to what I was going to say. BMH is saying, wondering if Nuno's left Malik on the bench so he can bring him on to a standing ovation. It's such a nice touch. Our boy is champion of Africa. I don't think so. I think it's because he only got back yesterday.
Yeah. And
it wasn't just David Moyes was saying the same thing. David Moyes did his press conference and they said, about having and dying someone else back. He said, they've just arrived. He said, have you said much to him? He says, no, I just shouted out the window at them. And then he said, "Well, what are you going to say?" He said, "I'm going to ask them why it's taken them 3 days to get back."
yeah. Exactly.
But I think that's just how they celebrate it over there. They just had all week celebrating, and I'm okay with that. They just won the African Cup of Nations. I think, it's for them, bar the World Cup, it's probably the best thing. That they can achieve. So do I think he's on the bench due to that? No, I think it's just because he's late back. But I do think having him on the bench will be significant today. Left back, left wing, right wing. I don't know. We've got an option there now to bring him on and put him further forward if we have to. But I've missed him.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to have him back. It's good for he's talking about the balance. Maybe we're going to start to see some balance now. The winger. I know only two wingers. I know one of them will get selected, but we have a winger on the bench. It's just centre back stuff. Centre back stuff now.
What I was going to say about Ward Prowse was, even though obviously now we know he's on the bench, but in that video yesterday with Juve returning, Ward Prowse was there. He was there joining up and stuff. And you think, and I remember when they had that England cricket player going to the training ground, Ward Prowse was there greeting him and stuff. So even though he's been left out, he's really just been carrying on as normal and stuff. I'd imagine he's been the most professional person in the world. And when Nuno's probably trying to tell people, oh, he's unprofessional, they're all probably thinking, really? Most professional guy we've ever had.
Yeah. I hope he just didn't say welcome back Baldy to Juve when he came back. I hope he didn't, because that could have had, you know what I mean? Don't want to start all that off again, do we?
Fabrizio Romano has tweeted out, West Ham reach verbal agreement to sign Adama Traore. Here we go. Deal in place with documents to exchange a medical test to follow. Rodriguez will join Valencia. Adama joins West Ham.
Could have done it after the game. Very, very poor timing from Fabrizio there, I feel.
To be fair, right, I don't know if it's a situation. I don't know if it's the player. I'm not remotely bothered. I don't know if it's just because it's the most obvious signing in the world. I've been waiting for it to happen for 3 weeks now.
Of course.
So it's a bit off at last. But it's just, I don't know.
And you knew it would happen after the African Cup of Nations as well.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's why I'm just lacking the excitement. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
There you go. Well, we all know that the centre back is the most important. Now that's the thing. Two strikers, a winger, arguably two, but one of them's not going to play. Centre back now, definitely time for the centre back. It's got to be done. Well, there you go.
Dale saying, brought in two wingers and two strikers and no defenders. The squad will never be balanced. How has someone decided we lose two midfielders to sign two wingers is such a West Ham thing. I still don't count La Madrid as a signing.
No.
It's not that I'm going to pretend he doesn't exist. I hope he plays for the under-21s. I hope we get to see him for the under-21s so we can get a bit of a look at him. But in terms of the first team, I'll be surprised if he ever makes the bench.
Yeah. I mean, you needed a winger because we let Guilherme go.
Yeah.
And didn't even replace Kudus. So that was there. I agree that is definitely unbalanced. But I still
think we need another one, a winger or an attacking midfielder. I still think we need another attacking player.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. If Paqueta goes, which he will, he needs to be replaced.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Darren says, we are going to have it.
We are. Go on, Darren.
Ben is saying, does Gio not have members turned on?
We don't do members, do we?
I don't know. We don't do members.
No, it's good to pay patron. So yeah.
I'm unsure what you mean, Ben. You might have to just clarify. Disciple saying this is going to be a part of the bus second half if we're winning or losing, but especially if we're equalising. Always the way until you get Wilson in to finish the food.
Oh.
Scott saying need to bring in a defender because we've not had a clean sheet since playing Nuno and Yonks. Michael saying love to see Pablo score, run to the crowd, seeking out Frankie, who said he's an under-9s players look better. Yeah, he's going to have some words to eat Frankie if Pablo has a good game and gets a goal today. Mark saying, if I didn't see the under-21s last night, you have to watch our equaliser. I've seen the highlights. Yeah. I've seen the highlights. It was an absolute belter of a goal.
Cracking goal.
Yeah, proper. Just get your laces through it. When it just lines up perfectly for you, you might as well just have a pop and see what happens, and in it flew. But looking forward to the game on Tuesday. I'm looking forward to the game on Tuesday. Big game in the, obviously with us out of the EFL trophy now, so the national trophy is the last one left, really. So I know we've got the international cup, but I don't think we take it too serious. We're heavily rotating that, but when it comes to the national trophy, I think we'll go full strength. I wouldn't be surprised if someone's having a word with Nuno saying, "Can we play Golan Beckus, Myers, and Kante, please? Can we go like proper full on strength?"
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So hopefully Hopefully. Jay saying, I think most of us have the underdog spirit in wanting Pablo to score a goal like the sub for the under-21s last night. Glenn saying, this is the strongest bench in a while. We should have enough if intent is right. Sign saying, we've got Kilman, Igor, Mavpano, Cerebro, plus Magassa, Wambazaka and Suchek can play there. That's how the board see it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, well, we'll have to see. Listen, if the thing is, if we get to the end of the transfer window and they haven't brought in a centre back and we suffer because of it, then there's going to be questions to answer. Big questions to answer.
Belsh is saying probably means members only for the live chat as opposed to normal subscribers. We don't have members.
No.
If that was the case, literally no one could comment. Not one person.
Yeah, we don't have members.
The members turned on here.
No.
West Ham 21, thank you very much for the £5 super chat saying if we play like the first half against Spurs, we will win. If we play like the second half against Spurs, we will lose. Nick would love to see Kante come on today and we're a couple of goals up so the world can see what a beast of a player he is. Artel is saying hoping for a win there without Xhaka, so I hope we get a couple of early goals.
Yeah, we should have been 2-3 up in the first half against Tottenham, definitely. So if we attack it and go for it like that, yeah, I'm all for it.
Clayton saying we're suffering now because of those we have who are supposed to be able to play as a centre back. We've got Herb saying we may be replacing midfielder with a winger, but it's a midfielder Nuno doesn't use with a winger. Nuno might actually use.
That much is true, and we've lost a winger in Guilherme who Nuno wasn't using as well. So that's it. He's hopefully going to be more inclined to use his bench because they were knackered in that game against Spurs because they put in such a shift.
DC saying there's way too much optimism about this game. This is guaranteed disappointment. Mm-hmm. It's what West Ham does.
It's true. That is true. But you can't help but be optimistic about it, you know. But yeah, they do let you down. No one's arguing that.
Yeah. Massive saying, I'm nervous, but also a little excited about this game. I'm not sure I like it. That's we can definitely relate to that.
You don't trust yourself, or you don't trust West Ham, so you're reluctant to hope, aren't you? That's the thing. You are reluctant to dream. Yeah, you give yourself a reality check, don't you, when you're doing it? It's a funny old thing being a football fan.
Tarzan is the opposite, saying I see everyone is optimistic. Good stuff. Rushing lunch with the kids so we can watch. Wayne saying his word price saying to just Nuno saying Sullivan, I'd rather have him on the bench than your crappy signing. I think Nuno's made it clear in the press conference.
No doubt about that.
He's made it very clear. He just trotted out about 4 reasons as to why
he did.
He
very much said it's a club signing. The club have got to sign players for the future. I need players for now for squad balancing.
He might as well have said I ain't playing.
Not mine. Nothing to do with me. Yeah.
Ryan, thank you very much for £5 super chat. He's saying Juve to come off the bench and score a 25-yard screamer. Thank you to the super chats because of the support in the live chat, there's no adverts on during the live stream. Hopefully you get one when you first click on the video. Hopefully. For money. But once you're in, you're in. No more adverts. Thanks to Ryan, Quiz, and West Ham 21. Dave saying, forget about the owners, get behind the team. We haven't mentioned owners.
Well, only when I mistakenly said, I meant to say Sunderland and said Sullivan. Aside from that, yes, we've been talking primarily about the players.
I'm both. I'm behind the team, but I'm also wanting change of ownership at the club. Kurt saying, winning brings confidence. I can't understand the board dragging their feet with the centre-back. How are they giving the squad a chance at survival in the Premier League?
I'm going to say something now that I don't believe. Right? I hope that they're doing it because they got their eye on a good central defender and they just haven't been able to bring him in yet. And actually all this talk of these journeymen coming in is nonsense. That's what I hope. I hope the reason is they haven't got the right one yet. We're going to bring in a good one. That's the only reason I can think, that you wouldn't bring one in at the very start of the window to give yourself the best chance. I also think that Todibo and Mavropanos have the makings of a really good partnership, but I don't have no faith that both of those as a partnership can continue for the remainder of the season without someone getting injured, which brings Kilman into the mix. And that is where we have a massive problem, because the drop off, I think, is so big from those two. We really desperately need to bring in another one.
Hey, I'll tell you my hope that I don't believe, and that is that they are waiting to get rid of Paqueta and then using the money to go get what you just said, which is a really good centre back. And it's a case of, rather than, if we go get a centre back now, we'll probably get someone in on loan from another Premier League club. It's not that great. And then we'll sell Paqueta and it'll be like, oh, now we've got some money to spend. Well, we don't need a centre back. We're just going to got one. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm hoping it's that. I don't really believe it, though. I'm a bit worried that they're dragging their feet with this Paqueta thing. And, we're running out of time. The other small hope I've got is that Wolfsburg. Now, I should just say, I think it's got too expensive for Charlie Creswell, in my opinion.
Sure.
I think the negotiation between Wolfsburg and Toulouse have got a little bit pricey for me. But I'm just hoping if maybe we're letting them do the hard bit, because you've seen this before, where you let Club A go do the negotiating, and once the deal's agreed, you go to Club B and say, what's the deal? We'll offer that as well. Let them do the hard work, and then you just pop in the 11th hour and say we'll match what they're offering, and then we'll try and get the player. I think that's even less likely. But like I said, I think it's getting a little bit too expensive. For my liking, anyway. Dale saying, I bet you Paqueta will be sold on 30th of January at just before midnight. Well, first of all, the transfer window closes at 7 p.m. Second of all, the transfer window closes on the 2nd of February, not 30th of January. I understand your point, though. I'm just trying to be fun. Yeah. And third of all, my fear is actually they sell him after our window closes, but the Brazilian window is still open. That's my biggest fear. If he goes in February, I'll be absolutely livid. But this is where you've got to go to Flamengo and say, look, you know the price, and if it ain't done by the 27th of January, he's not going. And
Absolutely.
I'd be saying to Paqueta, look, you get them to agree to this before the 27th of January, you can go. Yeah. But if they don't do it...
We're assuming you're speaking to each other anyway. You've got their phone number, haven't you?
You go convince them to pay up, right? But if come the 27th of January, that offer is not on the table, you ain't going. You will be here until the end of the season. We'll let you go. We'll sell you in the summer, but you will be here and you will be playing for us over the next few months. And I'd also be saying to him, hand in an official transfer request, you little bugger, because that's possibly worth a couple of million to West Ham.
That's true.
So if you want this deal to go through, you lose your loyalty bonus, you lose your golden handshake, because that might actually help us out. If we're only $1 million apart or something, whatever we're saving with your lack of with your transfer request, we can knock that off what Flamengo are paying us.
Yeah, because we continue paying you while everyone thought you were going to get banned.
Yeah, that as well. So I'd be putting on Paqueta as much as Flamengo. I'd be saying, look, you sort this out. You want to go, they want you. That's fine. They can have you. But here's our terms and conditions. Get it sorted by this date or forget it. You ain't going until the summer. But that requires good stuff from our club, and I don't have much hope of good stuff from our club. Robert saying, sadly, the board will sell Paqueta, and that money is to cover the purchases made to date. We'll only get a loan after that. It's very possible that will happen.
The maths on that, when you look at what we might get for Paqueta plus Guilherme, it does, it's a little bit convenient, the money there.
Yeah, it does, but this is where, if we win today, it might just encourage them to spend the money. It might just make them think, do you know what? Maybe we can get out of this then. The problem is, if we get beat today and Forest pick up points and Leeds pick up points, I think they'll say, we ain't spending anything now. And I would kind of understand it. I'd kind of, okay, we're 8 points behind Forest. I would understand why they might think, no point spending money, we're going down, but we'll see. Just quickly, before we end the poll, Nick, thank you very much for the support, saying a centre-back who can head everything away, lead, motivate and inspire.
Exactly right.
What we must get in before the window closes, we are clearly lacking a leader. Nick, thank you very much for £5 super chat and the support, and also to Fortunes Down Under, who's a big supporter of the channel, saying at last a half decent time for kickoff. Down Under, it's 10:30 at night. This game is huge. Come on, you rounds, let's keep the faith. Crossed hammers, dancing emoji, Aussie flag, UK flag.
Very nice.
Right then, let me just get the. Have I got the live chat? Where's the? Oh no, I've not done it. Let me just get this popped out.
What?
I've got to pop out the live chat from
right.
YouTube so that I can ban people if I need to.
I'll answer this, Richard. Is this a good lineup, Gonzo? I'll answer your question, Richard. And a nice box of donuts, by the way. Yeah, I think it's. I'm pleased. I'm pleased with it. In fact, the only difference I would have done would have been just the right back, Walker Peters for Wan-Bissaka. So yeah, I'm happy with this lineup. Hopefully they'll give it all the work rate. Really go for it. Bowen's important. Another good game from Somerville. Just the forwards can work their arse off. Centre backs, if they continue their partnership, honestly, we got a couple of options off the bench. Just fingers crossed, mate. But yeah, I think it's about as good as I could think of this lineup. There's no doubt about that.
Gonzo, 1,100 people voted for the outcome of the game.
Yep.
How many people, percentages, how much percent do you think are going for the West Ham win, which is the most common pick?
I'll tell you now, I reckon.
Well, yes, please. I would like you to tell me now. That's what I'm asking you.
I won't leave you hanging. I've got a deadline. We've all got something to do in a minute. I think 714 people voted.
As a percentage, I'm
not doing a percentage. I'm telling you how many people.
Well, you're probably not far off. That probably works out at like 72% or something, so you're not too far off. 68% of people in the live chat think West Ham United will win today's game. 18% of people think it'll finish in a draw, and 14% of people think...
Oh, that is some confidence, I tell you.
Yeah, it's by far the most optimistic the live chat have been for a game this season. I think they're even more optimistic today than they were against QPR. I do. I think they're more optimistic today than they were in that FA Cup game against QPR.
Quite right, too. Good. Well, everyone's feeling a little
it's
bit
nice.
It
is nice. Right, can you do some comments, Gonzo? Because whenever, basically, what happens every week once you've gone as we approach kickoff, I need a piss.
Go on, yeah, go on.
And last couple of times I've ditched it and I've been as quick as I can. But today, I'm going to leave you in charge of the comments and I'm going to go for a piddle before you leave me.
All right. I'll go on, you go. Just going to check if he's gone. He's gone. I hope he didn't take his microphone. Sometimes we've got these little mics. See these things, like these little, I'll show you now, these little clip-on mics. It's happened before. We actually went, and it was me that did it, and we went and did something at the bowling pub, and I left me clip-on mic on. I went for a piss, basically. So you can imagine what that sounded like. I wasn't singing or anything like that. It was just the sound of running water, if you know what I mean. What question am I meant to be answering here? What question? What question did you want me to answer? I was very blunt, that wasn't it? Right. Okay. So Garth says the fruitiness is overflowing. Hold on. I think I'm way back here on the on things. Oh no, I'm not. Right. We have morning all from a tropical Mexico. Looking forward to seeing the first half. I'm off diving. So let's hope we get 3-0 up by then. We got Richie Van Rock from the Sinks Like a School of diving. Who's one of our regular subscribers. Enjoy your dive. I didn't do Paddy. I did my CMAS diving course once. Yeah, love diving. Really, really good. I only did the diving because I thought I'd be good at water skiing, and I was terrible. Couldn't water ski to save me life. Jamie, hope you're doing well, mate. We must dominate the midfield today and out a hard tackle in on their captain just to knock their confidence. And I'm assuming Jamie knows that Granit Xhaka is not playing today. I think Jimmy is a Sunderland fan. Said West Ham beat a championship side and a bleak Spurs side, and now West Ham are cocky about winning. That's what he said. Yeah, it's a West Ham channel, you see. It's just sort of how it goes. You can go into your Sunderland one. I'm sure they're quite confident of Sunderland winning.
I'm pushing back on that.
Oh, yeah.
There's no cockiness here. There's no cockiness. There's a bit of optimism, but I think there's a lot of humour. I think
Have you washed your hands?
I have washed my hands. Yes, like smell.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You got a coconut stuff.
It's cherry, actually.
Oh, it's okay. Fair enough. Let me just do Edgar's. Maybe also Gamble. He's very young. Given his characteristics, in theory, they could do well. I don't know what he's talking about. I clicked on the wrong thing then, but thank you very much, Edgar.
It's either La Madrid or Pablo, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's priority, that's for sure.
Can I just say that opposition fans are very welcome to join in. Yes, but don't come onto a West Ham site and expect it not to be partisan. It's going to be.
There was a Sunderland forum giving us some nice comments last night.
Oh, good.
I think there was only 2, but it was
2 people on the forum.
Yeah,
It's probably why he's on our video.
Probably they put the match preview on the Sunderland forum because there was a comment from. I'll say it. There was a comment from Knees Up Mother Brown that said that most of their players are championship standard. So they were all ripping into Knees Up Mother Brown, and someone said, "Well, actually, I've watched Hammer's chat. Here's their video, and they ain't saying that." And then someone replies, "No, I've watched Hammer's chat all season. They're decent lads." Blah blah blah. So,
well, my mate Colin, who is a Sunderland fan, who, funny enough, who made that sign there, Colin, he's messaged and said, "Good luck today, mate." So there you go.
He doesn't mean it. He's lying.
He does mean it. He's honestly, he is a lovely, lovely fella. In fact, not only did he do that, he's a very clever man, Colin. He also made these as well.
He did, yes. We sold them.
Mm-hmm. There you go. So yes, he does mean it. And my other mate Phil's a Sunderland fan as well. So they do mean it. And actually, he apologised when they beat us on the first game of the season. But also sent me a picture of his son at the game, of all the red and white on and that. Yeah.
Just in fairness, Jimmy's replies, it's all good. Mischief. In all seriousness, I tune here as much quite often. I do recognise him. Jimmy is around here quite a lot. Liam saying, "Tatty Yellow 3.5 to 1. You've missed out." Liam, he was 5.5 the other day. Now text Gonzo.
We got in on it.
Text Gonzo said, "Tatty's 11 to 2. You might as well get on. The odds are going to shorten." So we managed to get on at 11 to 2. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can win a few quid. Hopefully, we can win you guys the money. And the phrase that pays GK is daylight robbery.
Daylight robbery.
Yes. Daylight robbery. There you go.
I might go and have a pre-match poo now.
Well, enjoy your pre-match poo, but before you disappear for your turd, any final words? And you said 2-1 in your preview. Sticking with 2-1?
I am sticking with 2-1. I am. I'm gonna stick with that. I'm looking forward to it, mate. I'm looking forward to it. Wouldn't it be great to watch a game of football, enjoy it, and for us to win? Oh, be amazing. That's not true. I am definitely going for a pre-match poo. I am. I'm going for my pre-match. My pre-match Bradley Pitt. My pre-match Donald Trump. That's what I'm doing.
Well, you enjoy that. Get that coming off the screen.
I don't know. Was it me that put it up there?
Yeah, there's a button on the bottom right that says clear. Click
that.
When
did they put that in there?
Yeah, it's been there the whole time. You just don't know how to.
Nice. I love do like me technology.
Yeah. If you could just start the clock, Gonzo, that would be good.
What?
The clock, the scoreboard, right? The scoreboard's got a clock on it.
What scoreboard? Are you joking me?
He doesn't. See, I'm just exposing you. Gonzo doesn't know how this thing works. Do you know when you're looking at the screen?
Yeah, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the team.
I know. When you're looking at the lineup builder, top left, it says WHU 0, Sunderland 0.
Yeah,
that's the scoreboard and the timer. How do you get the clock going?
Hold on, let me move my camera. Hold on, everyone.
He doesn't know.
Hold on. There's buttons here.
No, be careful. Be careful.
Oh, hold on. Ooh, color scheme, configuration, chat. Yep, I've done that. Copy overlay URL. I've no idea how you. I've no idea you start the clock. Get your clock out.
That's the watch along thing just before kick-off. People always say, Gio, your massive clock, because I do my whole, let me touch my massive clock. Sorry, my massive clock. Let me sort my clock out.
I can't even find mine.
Right, guys, so thank you very much. Enjoy your poo, enjoy your game,
Bye,
and
bye.
I'll catch you in a bit.
Yeah.
Right, that's Gonzo gone. He'll be on the forum channel after the match with his review of all the action. We are 50 minutes away from kickoff at the London Stadium. Let me just put my other ear in so I can hear it out of both ears instead of just the one. And I will just get rid of that page because that's where Gonzo lives. We don't need that anymore. And I will also adjust my camera so I'm a bit more central for you guys. Brilliant. Right. Michael is just back from shopping after the morning show. About to have bacon, eggs, and hash browns. Thanks for putting that in the wife's head. Love that. What kind of eggs? Fried, scrambled? What are you doing? What kind of eggs are you going for? That's what we need to know. That's the important questions. James saying, at the stadium, only 2 goals in the shooting drill, so hopefully they've got it out of the system. Brilliant. Which 2 players scored? That's what I want to know. Probably both were Bowen or something. Mark saying, biggest game of the season since our last biggest game of the season. Every game is a cup final from now until we go out and win it. Don't sit back and defend for a point. I completely agree with that one. Jeff saying, pass this along to Nuno in the squad for motivation. Tim Howard called West Ham a championship team. What have we done to Tim Howard? Bloody hell. What are we catching? What's he firing shots in our direction for? Do you know something? I actually appreciate that. Do you know why? Because too many pundits just don't say what they're thinking. So if Tim Howard generally looks at West Ham and thinks, oh, they're the championship team, I would much rather he said it. Because I think there's probably a lot of pundits that say it, but none of them are willing to speak their mind. They're too scared to get it wrong and look a little bit stupid. So instead they just go, oh, they're a good team, they should be doing better. So whenever someone actually speaks their honest thoughts, I'm all up for that one. That's good. I'm all up for it. So fair play, Tim. Lee saying hash browns don't belong on a full English breakfast. They're an American travesty. Oh, no, I love a hash brown. I do. Jamie saying, what Funko Pops you got in the background? It's Liam and Noel. I thought I was going to get, there's a double pack as well. And I thought I was going to get the double pack for Christmas and I didn't. But hopefully I get them for Father's Day or something. But yeah, that's my... No, Liam. It's the only ones I own. It's not really... I know a lot of people collect them and stuff. It's not really my kind of thing, but I got them from Ella, my eldest daughter, my birthday a couple of years ago or something like that. Fezza saying, I want to be confident, but it would be typical of us to turn in a Wolves level performance after raising our game against Spurs. It's difficult to tell what type of West Ham will turn up. Infinitely saying, on the other side is shooting drill. Goalkeeper only conceded 2 in the warm-up. Should be positive. Need Areola to perform. Bodger saying, we go 2 up, they get 1 back, and Wilson will get a third. 3-1 West Ham. Big Half is an Everton fan. Thank you very much. He's always been a good contributor to the channel, saying, hope you get the result today. I like Sunderland, but West Ham should be in the Prem. Get Forest gone. Thank you very much to Man U for life. Thank you. Very kind of you to join us, saying, I'm a Man U fan. I love your community. Well done. Keep it up. I'm going for a 2-1 West Ham win. Hope family as well. Oh, love. Well, thank you. That is very, very kind of you. And I hope you win this weekend as well, because you're playing Arsenal. So I'm anti-Arsenal at the minute. Maverick says, hola from sunny Costa. Just picked up my traditional Spanish tapas ready for the game. A double quarter pounder with cheese and 6 nuggets. What a little meal that is. Beautiful. Kurt saying no side is too good to be relegated in this league. Does not lie. Big Doinks is saying, I've seen this right. Ward-Prowse on the bench. You are. James Ward-Prowse is on the bench for West Ham. Paul saying early kickoff always buggers my bet. Let's hope it doesn't do the same for my weekend. To be fair, I couldn't tell you the last time I'd done an accumulator. It's not really something I do. I like a bet builder, but that's about it, really. Edgar, that's not Edgar, that's Tubby. We'll go with Tubby or Chubby, saying Everton fan here. I think you stay up or go down based on this result. I will also say this really isn't the game for fan protests. You should be treating this like a cup final. Paul said the other week I was at Westfield's Greg's and had the breakfast with extra hash browns. Goes £1. Not bad. Irons India, listening from the gym. We've got this, I think. Danny is saying, must be positive for today. If we go 1 up, then we can't sit back and invite them on. Completely agree with that one. Brad saying we need a massive first 15. This lot haven't scored in the first 15 this season, and that is true. Tarzan saying, my main problem with the possibility of relegation is that from France, falling championship is way harder. Remember saying, how you feeling? I can't shake a draw, Femmer. I can't shake it. Sometimes my head and gut, but let's call it with the heart. My head and heart, I've got two different things. Like last week, my head said, I think it'll be a draw, but my gut said, we're going to beat Spurs. So I always go with the gut because you can change your mind and all that, right? But today they're both saying 1-1. My mind's saying 1-1. Thinking about it, it says 1-1. My gut feeling says 1-1. A draw that's not... A score that's not really useful for us. We'll see. What about yourself, Fremmer? How are you feeling? How's everyone else feeling? 9 minutes till kick-off. How are you all feeling? Keep getting involved in the live chat. Mary pop in saying... Every game is the game for fan protests if you believe in the cause. Wookie, it's good to see you. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you, Wookie. Are you all right? Is everything okay? Do you comment on every watch along and I just don't notice it? I feel like it's been a few weeks since I've seen you. Anyway, hope everything's okay. Wookie saying, Ward-Prowse to score in the 85th minute, winning free kick. Damn, we need it. Les says, I watched all your watch-alongs, very entertaining. At the start of the game, can you please tell us if we're playing left to right or right to left? It would help to visualise it. It'll be left to right. Barring, no one ever really changes the coin costs anymore. Switching ends isn't really a thing in the Premier League much, is it? Not like if you play like Sunday League or something, where the pitch is like that, or it's like Gale Force wins, then you're switching ends. But in the Premier League, it doesn't really occur. So I'm pretty sure we'll be shooting left to right in the first half. We usually do. But I will. Thank you for the suggestion. David saying, do you think 40 points will be enough if we get going? Yeah, I think 38 will be enough, David. I think all season I've thought 1 point per game, 38 points would be enough. In all season, the team sitting 17th has been tracking roughly a point per game. And so after 12 games, you had 12 points, you were 17. After 15, you were 17. After 20, with 20 points, what's Forest on? Are Forest bang on point per game at the minute? All season, point per game has been enough. So I'm going to stick with that. Yeah, Forest, literally today, Forest, 22 games played, 22 points on the board, 17th. So I think 38 points, you'll stay up. Maybe even 37, but I'm aiming for 38. 10 wins, 8 draws. Got 4, need 6. That's how I see it. I don't think I'll be too far off. If I'm wrong, maybe be by a point at the most. I don't think I'll be far wrong. Whistleblower said, easy win for Sunderland. Not the comedy club from Tottenham. Nick saying, I'm the same as you. We'll go up 1 up and be pegged back for a draw, 1-1. Bob saying, you never know what you're going to get from West Ham, but you got to keep hoping, or what's the point? Oh, I completely do hope. I'll be absolutely buzzing if we can get a win. I'll get excited for the week ahead, really, because I'll be thinking, right now, we've got a bit of belief. Let's go attack this transfer window. And I'll look forward to Forest play Brentford tomorrow. I'll be rooting for Brentford, and then Monday night, Everton play Leeds, and I'll be rooting for Everton. Come on, Moisey. DC saying he's not keen on the protests. We've got Kev saying 2-1 win, and Bournemouth is going to go down. I would say more people in the stands already than I was expecting to see. Lee saying Robbie Earle just said at West Ham aren't even a good championship. I mean, that's just too far. Maybe it is an honest opinion. But I watched the game last night. Derby, West Brom. Now, West Brom are obviously having a really bad season, but Derby are currently, I think, 6th in the championship. They're not that good. QPR were just outside the playoffs when we played them, albeit missing a few players. They weren't good. The Championship this season, in my opinion, is not a great standard. It's a very entertaining league. I think it's more fun than the Premier League, but in terms of quality, I think there's a massive difference between the Premier League and Championship. If we were in the Championship with the team that we've got today and the right manager, we'd piss it. We would absolutely walk it. And it's not West Ham. If Leeds United were in the Championship today with their team, they would piss it. They absolutely would. The problem is, if we got relegated, half the players leave. That's the issue. But let's not pretend that the team we've got would struggle in the Championship. No. I think personally, I think that's just too far. Saying we've got a Championship team, I get that. Because I think what Howard's saying is it's not good enough for the Premier League. And I understand what he's saying, but to suggest we'd struggle in the Championship, don't know. It's just a bit too far myself. Jimmy's saying this season Championship has been rubbish. Last season was very good. It has. It's not been good enough. You don't need to be a good team this season to get promoted from the Championship. Mackenzie agrees with Robbie Earl, though. I think we wouldn't get promoted. I'm not so sure. I disagree. Hammer97 saying I'm right. He watches the Championship every week. I watch at least one game every week, but it's a fun league. I enjoy watching it. It's just Callum, you can buy raffle tickets without being a patron. The link's in the description below. The URL is not really something you can say. It's raffle.com/ I don't know, hammers -chat -live -raffle or something like that. Links in the description below. Have a look. It should be there. But anyone can get a ticket if they wish, and best of luck to you all. The next one we'll do is £1 a ticket, and I think what we'll do is we will limit the tickets we can sell as well. Mix it up, see what works. Right, a couple of minutes until kick-off at the London Stadium. Nerves are starting to settle in. If you're new to Hammers Chat, please do subscribe. Currently, there's 1,300 of you watching live. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to do my best to provide commentary from the action at the London Stadium. We're getting closer to the 50,000 subscribers every single day, and Mrs. Gio has decided she would like to go to Miller and Carter when we hit 50,000 subscribers. I told her the good news. I said, look, when we hit 50,000, I'm going to take you out for a meal to say thank you for putting up with me doing this. And I said, you can pick where you want to go. The good thing about living where we live, there's not an expensive restaurant. There isn't like a 5-star Michelin restaurant anywhere near that. So she could pick what she wanted. And she chose Miller and Carter. So I'm not complaining because I like a steak. James, does it start at 12:30? It does. The kickoff is just 2 minutes away. The players are currently coming out the tunnel onto the pitch at the London Stadium. Come on, boys. Massive game for West Ham United. A big game for Sunderland as well. Their fans are quite humble. Their fans are quite... They're not bragging about where they are. They remember where they used to be. But what I will say is that I think they can get European football this season. If they do well in the second half of the season, they can get European football. 7th, 8th, I don't think it's beyond the realms of possibility for Sunderland. So I think there's definitely I think this is a big game for them. There's a lack of consistency in the teams that are in that pack in the Premier League at the minute. Teams coming up on the screen at the minute. Same team, unchanged for West Ham United. And just want to say a massive thank you very quickly to Ryan for the $10, saying, hopefully get a result. I live in Australia and I'm tired of watching these below average performances, but at least I can go to bed and not have to travel an hour back home. Hope all is well, Jill. It is, Ryan. I'm feeling good today, actually. I'm excited for the game, which helps. I just hope we can celebrate come full time. We get the 3 points, get a big 3 points. Come on. Jimmy's a Sunderland fan saying, I would take a draw today. It's an opportunity to win, but an away point is still great. though we can go fourth if we win. That shows how tight the league is. You're ninth at the minute, aren't you? Mark saying, Nuno better not muck this game up. I do not want to see a negative attitude. Lucas saying, Discord game links are up. For anyone that's looking for an illegal stream, obviously I would suggest that you don't click on them. They are illegal. Do not click on illegal streams. But if you are naughty and you want an illegal stream for the game, in the description below, there's a link for the Hammers Chat Discord. If you go in there, as Lucas is pointing out, some naughty people who will obviously have to be disciplined later, have put links to the game in there if you're wanting to watch it. Kickoff, about to get underway at the London Stadium. It possibly already is, but I'm on Sky Go, so there will be a slight lag between what's happening in the ground and me telling you what is happening. There's also a slight lag between me speaking and you hearing it because of YouTube. Thank you very much for joining me. And Simmons saying, think Pablo should have been used as an impact sub and an extra midfielder in to shore things up. We've still got over a week to do some business in the transfer window. Next Monday, the transfer window closes at 7 p.m. And we will have our transfer deadline day show. I've messaged a couple of people trying to get some guests sorted. Oh, my excitement has disappeared and I'm now just nervous. I've really changed emotions in the last hour or something. I've started, this time yesterday, no nerves, just excitement. Last night, no nerves, just woke up today, a little bit of nerves, but still a lot of excitement. And as we got closer to kickoff, it's tilted in the opposite direction, and now I've just got nerves. Come on, boys. Win 2 points behind Nottingham Forest, who have a difficult game tomorrow away to Brentford. Come on, boys. Sunderland will get the game underway, and West Ham will be kicking from left to right. We'll be shooting towards the Sir Trevor Brooking stand, whereas Sunderland will be kicking from right to left, and they'll be shooting towards the Bobby Moore stand. They'll have their away fans behind them for the first 45. And it will be Enzo Leafy that gets the game underway. And we're off at the London Stadium as it goes back to Roofs. Who goes long, and it's been well kept in there by Mundell, but Wan-Bissaka takes it away and plays it into Fernandes. Bit of a laid back pass from Fernandes back to Wan-Bissaka, and Leafy intercepted that one way too easily, and he goes back to Alderete. As the game just looks to settle down early on. West Ham in their 4-4-2 formation. Pablo up front alongside Tate. He will drop back at times, but when they're pressing, it's a 4-4-2 out of possession. Long ball looking for Broadby. Gives it to Hume, and that cross was blocked. But they come again. How do you pronounce his name? Is it Mukiele? Mukiele. Is that how you pronounce it? There's a Sunderland fan in the chat. That'll help me. Can someone type out how you pronounce it? Mukiele. Anyway, Sunderland will take a long throw with him. Ballard's up for this one. Alderetti's up for this one. Long throw. Down by Tate and tipped over by Areola. Decent connection there. Just outside the box there. Is it Siddiqui? Yeah. Tate got a header away. It wasn't the best cleaving header. Just bounced to the edge of the box. And Siddiqui hit a left-footed volley and Areola tipped it over. It's a good save by Areola. I'd expect my goalkeeper to make it, if I'm honest with you. Hume will take the resulting corner. Sunderland skipper today with Granit Xhaka absent. A reminder that we've conceded the most goals from corners this season. Wonderful, thank you very much. And it goes deep. Ballard heads it towards the goal, away by Wan-Bissaka. Ballard heads it back in and is away this time by Pablo. Bit of head tennis going on here at the minute. But Fernandes brings it down and takes it away from the edge of our box. And he just looks to calm things down a little bit. Giving it to Wan-Bissaka. Not a great ball, looking for Tati. And he gives Leafy a nudge. And it's out for a throw into West Ham United on our right-hand side. Please, no one post fake scores in the live chat. We will have to put you in the sin bin. And there's a troll in the live chat, so let's get rid of him. He's not just putting... Let's get rid of the troll that's trying to wind West Ham fans up. We don't want that. I don't mind opposition fans. Don't mind non-West Ham fans in the live chat. Just be respectable. There's no need to try and stir up trouble or wind up anyone. Alderete on the ball. Goes backwards to Ruths. West Ham barely... It's only 3.5 minutes so far, but there's barely been any possession for West Ham. I've only really seen Fernandes and Wan-Bissaka touch the ball. Tati with a couple of clearances. That's about it. Anyway, long ball forward, and Mienda will chase it. Scarles, he's out for a goal kick, and an opportunity for West Ham just to have a little bit of a breather here and just try and see the ball and enjoy some possession. Slow start from both teams, though. Four minutes gone, I've just been looking at Granit Xhaka for the last 10 seconds as we take the goal kick short to Areola, who goes long. Pablo knocks it down, and the referee gives a free kick against him. Maybe a little bit unlucky there, Pablo. I'll need to see a replay. He just gave Alderete a nudge, but I didn't know if it was a big enough nudge to justify him flinging himself to the ground like that. DC is asking how full the stadium is. It's difficult to tell. I mean, I promise you this isn't a dig at the stadium, but where you got the touch line, there's obviously a gap until you get to the stand. So when you see the stand, you only see 10 rows or something. And I think it's busier in the Billy Bond stand, but the Bobby Moore stand looks a little bit thinner, which you would expect. We'll get a better idea if the camera switches to those entering the bowl after 15 minutes. You'll get an idea as to how many people have joined in the protest. Anyway, Ollie Scars just gives it into Fernandes, and he gives it back to Ollie Scars, who goes back to Todibo. And for the first time in the game, it's taken us 5 minutes, but for the first time in the game, I think we're just going to try and knock the ball around at the back a little bit and enjoy the possession. Give everyone a feel of the ball. Anyone that plays football knows that you want to get on the ball. You want to get a few touches in early as possible. And at the minute, it's just Todibo, Souček, Mavropanos just knocking around at the back. Wan-Bissaka's doing this inverted fullback thing, which I'm not against completely because it allows Bowen to go one-on-one on the touchline. Todibo looking for the run of Tate, who's done really well to get in behind Ballard here. Out wide on the left. Quick passes with Somerville and Scarles, but the referee says no free kick. Somerville thought he was body checked there, but the referee said no, and it goes out for throw into West Ham, which Scarles takes and gives it back to Somerville. He's cutting inside, gives it to Souček, and he goes back to Fernandes. Sunderland will let us have it until we just get into their half. Then they start to press us. Hume there just in late on all his Scarles. Free kick to West Ham United in a half-decent position. If we can get the ball, if we can get this delivery right, it might give us a bit of an opportunity. But our free kicks ain't been too great recently, but with no Potts on the pitch, I assume we'll have Fernandes taking this one. I feel like there was a little bit of an improvement last week. With Pablo in the box, with Mavropanos, Todibo, this problem is our centre-backs aren't the best in the air. It is Fernandes. If he can find Souček here, this would be beneficial. He's the obvious target. And it comes. It's high, it's lofted, and it's headed away by Alderete. The problem is with Sunderland, or for West Ham facing Sunderland, is their goalkeeper's possibly the best at coming in claiming high crosses and stuff like that. So if you are going to send it in deep, you've got to be a little bit careful, because if you get it into that area you want to get it into, in between the penalty spot and 6-yard box, their keeper will tend to come and get it. So it's quite a difficult thing to do against Sunderland, to try and capitalise on set pieces with Roofs in goal. At the minute, West Ham are just playing it around at the minute without causing too much bother. Sunderland just letting us have the ball. Fernandes, Souček, and he goes back to Todibo. Still no opportunities in the way of West Ham just yet. Fernandes pops out to Ollie Scarles. Fernandes goes long, looking for Wan-Bissaka on this right-hand side. He brings it down well, and he goes back to Thomas Souček. Few players in the box. Souček crosses it towards Tate, but he can't get on the end of it, and it'll just go through for a throw into Sunderland, right in the corner flank, over on their right-hand side, our left-hand side. Souček scores just a little bit too high for Tate, but I think between Ballard and Mukiele, they had him covered quite easily. Anyway, throw in for Sunderland. Which they've still not taken. And there's a quick 1-2 with Siddiqui, clears it down the line, and Broadby knocks it down. Good play here by Sunderland, but it's been given away to Jared Bowen, who couldn't capitalise on that, but Fernandes picks it up. And it's not a great cross from Fernandes, a really poor cross from Fernandes. Roofs comes out and gathers that one easily enough. He's given the ball away a few occasions, Fernandes, and Sunderland look to break quickly here with Hume coming forward. Goes early for Broadby, but Mavropanos cuts it out, clears it, and Somerville brings it down really nicely here. He does a quick 1-2 with Tate, finds Fernandes, who's under pressure, but he gives it to Thomas Souček, and we just slow the game down a little bit. Approaching 10 minutes at the London Stadium. One shot from Sunderland to just speak about. That's it, really. A volley from Siddiqui on the edge of the box, tipped over by Areola as we try and release Pablo down the right-hand side, but is well covered by Alderete, who clears it. And there's a good clearance too. Mundo's done really well, but Wan-Bissaka eventually gets off him. Surrounded by 3 West Ham players there. Very difficult for Mundo, but we got away with it. Came out with the ball. And we go back to Areola and begin building up once more. After a tricky opening 5 minutes for West Ham, we are starting to enjoy a bit of possession in the last 5. We haven't done loads with it, but we are starting to string the passes together. Every player's getting involved in one way or another as Somerville comes forward with it. Tate back to Somerville, but intercepted by Ballard. Sunderland break here with Brian Broadby. Todibo's had to go out to close him down. Still Broadby waits for Mundle on the overlap on the left-hand side, uses him. He cuts inside, but Fernandes with a strong tackle. And Wan-Bissaka picks up the loose ball and is fouled by Mundle. Free kick to West Ham just outside our own box. Mary pop in asking if you have to be a patron to use Discord. No. Anyone can use it. You don't need to be a patron. Play is underway again as Somerville being forced backwards. But he's done really well there. And he gives it to Thomas Souček, who's under pressure from Siddiqui. Pops out to Wan-Bissaka. Pablo's dropped back to get involved in play and does fine. Receives it from Wan-Bissaka. Just gives it back to him. Come on, boys. Sunderland just pressing a little bit higher on this occasion. They're all engaged. Siddiqui, Mundo, Broadby, they're all trying to press us, but we've done well to work it down the right-hand side, and the ball to Tate was cut out, and it's a throw into West Ham on the right-hand side. Good play there by West Ham. Sunderland just letting us have the ball at the minute. They're in a 4-4-2 formation again. Sunderland out of possession. Tadebo's on the ball, gives out to Ollie Scarles on the left-hand side, puts it down the line for Somerville. Tate's making a move. Somerville puts it in early. Alderete heads it away, and it's out for throw into West Ham United down our left-hand side. Scarles gives it to Fernandez, to Thomas Souček, and he pops it out to Wan-Bissaka. To Jared Bowen up against Vanildo. He puts it across with his right foot. Hume gets a clearance, but Souček knocks it down to Fernandez, to Wan-Bissaka. Plenty of bodies in the box. I do like this formation. It gives you bodies in the box. Souček's in the box as well. Bowen cuts it back to Somerville. Yes! Yes! It's him again! He is in form! Somerville is in form. Well done, skipper. Yes! West Ham win 1-0. Come on! Come on. He's in form. He is in form. I know it was disallowed, but I don't care. He's scored against Nottingham Forest. He's scored against KPR. He's scored against Spurs. And he's scored against Sunderland. Jared Bowen, 2 good crosses there with his right foot. Both times just went one-on-one. Gone to his right foot and put in a decent cross. The second one was met by Somerville. But a great movement by Somerville. A header as well. Gets in front of his man. I mean, he's not the tallest player in the pitch, is he? But he gets in front of Mukiele, or whatever the flipping guy's name is. Great header. So too close to the Sunderland goal for Roofs to really deal with that one. But what was good there, when Bowen got the ball, Souček, Tate, Pablo and Somerville all in the box, in a line, 4 of them ready to attack the ball. It just needed to be a half-decent ball. Good cross by Jared Bowen. Well done, skipper. Good finish by Somerville. West Ham 1-0 up. Come on. Tell you what, you don't want to be a Nottingham Forest fan right now. You don't want to be a Nottingham Forest fan. Got to keep going. Try and make it 2. Got a long throw to defend. Oh, I'm even more nervous now. Long throw. Oh, piss. It's on the roof of the net. It fell to Hume in quite a good position, actually, to head it. Tight angle and a difficult 1-2 header. But he's tried to loop it into the far corner, which was the right idea because Areola was sort of doing a bit of a Schmeichel star jump type thing. So he had to head it over Areola, but it went over the bar onto the roof of the net. The good thing is we've got maybe, well, I say maybe, there is half an hour until half time. And I know we can sit back in the second half, but the good thing is we've got 15 minutes until, half an hour until then. Hopefully, got half an hour to try and make it 2-0 in my opinion. Great tackle by Fernandez. Scarles picks up the loose ball, gives it to Pablo. Back to Ollie Scarles. He just pops it forward into Bowen, and it's Somerville. It's a bit scrappy, but they've done well. The boys have done well. Somerville's find out Wan-Bissaka on the right hand side. Bowen in the box. Tate, Pablo, Somerville. He gives it to Jared Bowen. Turns, hits it, blocked. It might fall for Pablo. Oh! Fuck! Oh! Really good play by West Ham. Pass. Bowen had a shot. Deflected. It fell into the path of Pablo. Roofs flies out at it. He's unlucky. It's a half chance. It's a very difficult chance. It's tight angle on his left foot. Puts it over the bar. Unlucky. Anyway, Sunderland resume play here. 17 minutes in, 1-0 West Ham. Good little passage of play that. The game's going to open up a little bit. I think we were good in the first half against Spurs when it was a little bit end-to-end. When there was a lot of energy. I enjoyed it. Another half an hour of this would be good. Anyway, Mundo come down the left-hand side for Sunderland. Gives it to Hume in the middle of the pitch. He pops out that geezer on the right-hand side. I've given up trying to pronounce his name. Sadiki's on the ball now. Looks for Brian Brobby, but Tadebo does well, and Areola comes out and smothers it. Come on, boys. Goes long, but Ballard beats Pablo in the air. Fernandez on the ball. He just puts it back to Areola because we can. We can't just take a minute. We can't just slow the game down now. Dictate the tempo. Areola goes long, looking for Pablo. A good battle between him and Ballard the last few minutes. Sunderland defence wins it this time. Tati's, I think he's shouting at Areola rather than anyone else. He's not been involved in the game much, Tati. Been a bit of a spectator so far, not because he's not doing anything. He's working hard. The ball just hasn't gone to him, that's all. Ronaldo on the ball. Goes back to Alderete. To Ballard. Tati and Pablo, in fairness to them, they're both pressing. Whenever the centre-backs have got the ball for Sunderland, both of our strikers are there, taking one each. Trying to stop that ball into Siddiqui, which is the right thing to do. But at the same time, just force them to play it. Come on, boys. Ah, fuck. Imagine we win. Come on. Before the Tottenham game, we were 7 points behind Nottingham Forest. Right now, a long way to go, but right now we're now 2 points behind Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. Come on. We need this win. Now we need Brentford to do us a favour. Long throw by Sunderland. Mavpanos. I don't know if he meant to do it, but Mavpanos is just... A long throw came in the ball. Mavpanos just headed it back to Areola. Whether he meant it, I'm not too sure, but it looks good. Areola goes long. It's bounced. Pablo putting Ballard under pressure, and he heads it back to his goalkeeper. Good defending by Sunderland there. 20 minutes on the clock. 1-0 West Ham. Ballard just strolling out the back. Looks for Brobby, but Mavpanos is... Well, the referee's deemed it a foul. I was going to say snapping at his heels, but... Yeah, it is a foul. In fairness, the referee's got that right. Brian Brobby gets there first. Free kick just inside West Ham's half. Hume over it. Sunderland sending the big boys up. They're going to try and put us under pressure here. Ballard's in the box. Alderetti's in the box. Brobby. But they go short to Ronaldo just to change the angle. Back to Hume. Leafy wants it, gets it. He sends it in from the right-hand side. Looking for Ballard. Gets his head on it and it's just wide. He was in a tussle with Thomas Soucek there, Dan Ballard. But he got his head on it first and went for that far corner, which we've seen him do at the Stadium of Light. Comfortably off target, but a bit of a warning sign. A reminder that he's a threat at set pieces. Come on. Areola looks for Bowen, who flicks it on, but only as far as Ronaldo. We've been taking different goal kicks today. Normally Areola just takes them and goes long, but instead Tadebo's giving it to Areola, and then he goes long. Intrigued as to why we've slightly changed it. I struggle to see too much advantage, because what you're doing there is once you've gone long, your centre-backs are in your own box just jogging up the pitch then, isn't it? So you're making the pitch bigger. Not sure. Anyway, loose ball there, but we couldn't take advantage of that one. Another loose ball, straight to Wan-Bissaka, into Jared Bowen, who flicks it for Tati, but was intercepted by Siddiqui. Leafy's on the ball. Now Hume has it. Somerville does well. Pablo's on the ball. He breaks away. Hume put him under pressure. Looks for Somerville. Gets there just before Ballard, but Ballard does get his big toe on the ball to prod out for throw into West Ham. And good defending in the end, but unlucky from Somerville. Really unlucky. Just one of those. If he just gets a bit more on it, Somerville, Ballard's wiping him out and getting a booking. Mav Panos goes long. He's come straight back at West Ham's defence. Brobby and Mav Panos are all over each other here. He's going to give it in favour. He has. He's given it in favour of Brobby. I think Mav Panos was a bit harsh there. I mean, I could see Mav Panos' nipples. Sunderland just in discussion with what to do with their free kick as Hume goes over to take it. Leafy handing out instructions. Mukele right at the back post, but they go short again to Ronaldo. Back to Hume. He sends it in, and it's headed away, possibly by Pablo. Leafy just lets it run out for throw-in, and it'll be another long throw from Sunderland. Mukele going over to take it. Goes short to Leafy and he'll swing it in, and it's headed away by Thomas Souček. We've been under the cosh a little bit since we've scored. We've came close with Pablo, I suppose, but apart from that, it's mainly been Sunderland as Roofs goes long with it, but Wan-Bissaka heads it down. Jared Bowen gets a nudge from Dan Ballard. Free kick to West Ham just inside our half. And that's what we need, just a break. Bit of a breather there. Just giving us a replay of the goal from Somerville. A great leap from him. Gets up really high, really early, Somerville, doesn't he? Just watching this, and his knees, so Tate's just in front of him, standing still. And when Somerville heads the ball, Somerville's knees are in line with Tate's head. Big old leap from Somerville. Anyway, take the free kick. Wan-Bissaka. Not a great pass. Don't know what he was trying to do, but Siddiqui has brought it down. Looks for Hume, cut out by Ollie Scarles into Thomas Souček, and he gives it back to Wan-Bissaka out on the right-hand side, who finds Jared Bowen. Gives it back to Wan-Bissaka, who's done a nice little run here. Pablo offers it the pass down the right, picks it up, gives it back to Wan-Bissaka. Tate and Bowen, well, only really Tate in the box at the minute. Fernandez is on the ball in the middle of the park for West Ham. Out to Somerville on the left-hand side. Scars goes down and it's a pen. Yes, penalty. Pen to West Ham. Fucking hell, what's going on here? We're 1-0 up and we've got a pen. It looked like Scars had maybe lost the ball, but there is definitely a coming together. Let me watch this one. It didn't. I need to see the replay here because I thought Scars had maybe lost control of the ball. So Scars goes past Hume. Yeah, that's a pen. No, that's a pen all day. Well done, referee. Well done, ref. Well done, Ollie Scarles. There's no dive. There's nothing. He just sees the tackle coming from Hume, moves the ball, gets brought down. Penalty to West Ham. Well done, Ollie. Fantastic. Big opportunity here for West Ham to go 2-0 up after 27 minutes. Massive chance for Jared Bowen. I'm assuming Bowen's going to be the one that takes it. It's good to see a few players around Jared Bowen. Tate standing on the penalty spot, making sure no one's scuffing the penalty spot. Souček's there. Somerville's holding on to the ball. Fernandez now getting into the box to try and get Ronaldo out of the box. I like this. Get around Jared Bowen. Stop the Sunderland players getting at Bowen. Stop them getting at the penalty spot. Come on, skipper. Oh, shit. I am nervous watching this. Massive moment in our season, this. 1-0 up, penalty, Jared Bowen. No, he's having to put the ball back down. I don't like it. The referee's interfering with the placement of the ball. Delays like this make me nervous. Come on, Jared. Bowen! Yes! Keeper went the right way. I was a bit worried he was going to get a hand on that. 2-0 West Ham. Come on. We're 2-0 up. Fucking hell. We could do this. We could do this. Not just win. We could do this. Fucking come on, boys. 2-0 up. 28 minutes gone. 2 points behind Nottingham Forest if we win. I'm having a little bit of avid. Great Escape is on. Long way to go. Still over an hour to go, but if we can get another one, we can get another one. It's been fucking shite being a West Ham fan this season, but this is good. Have a bit of this. 2-0 up. Fucking hell. I don't know what to do with myself on the watch along. I've only ever just got beat. This is what Gutbuster just said. I've forgotten how to feel about winning. I'm the same. What we're doing here? Now what? Now what? What do we do? What do we discuss? Come on, we need another one. 3. Let's go. Somerville is off. He's running at Ballard. Gets wiped out. That's got to be a booking, and it is a yellow card for Dan Ballard. Somerville again getting another player booked every single week. Somerville is getting wiped out. You can't, when he's running like that, you can't touch him. You bring him down, you're getting a booking for it. That's Dan Ballard on the yellow card. And this is something I don't think we did enough last week against Spurs in the second half. Get Somerville running at Ballard over and over and over again. Test him. Go on then. You either get out of the way or you're going to get sent off. Two 2-0 up. Come on, boys. Fernandez over the free kick. Half an hour played at the London Stadium. West Ham United 2, Sunderland 0. This could be a brilliant weekend. Fernandez goes long. Thomas Souček heads it into the box. Roofs comes but doesn't come all the way. And Chatty got his head on it. And it's into the hands of the Sunderland goalkeeper. I'll tell you what, having Pablo and Tati there just makes you think a little bit, the opposition goalkeeper. You can see Roofs there, just a bit uncertain where to play the ball. Loose ball by Hume. Pablo Tati picks up. Somerville. He's in the box. Somerville! Shot block, corner kick to West Ham. This is good. This is positive. Come on. Come on. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. Come on. Somerville will take the corner over on our left-hand side. So it'll be an in-swinger from Somerville. 6-yard box is crowded. It's punched by Roofs. Out to Fernandez, who's just done a couple of keepy-ups and volleyed it back to Wan-Bissaka. The confidence is flowing in this West Ham team after that goal. Jared Bowen on the ball at the minute. Wan-Bissaka. Everyone wants to get on the ball. This is good. This is good. Not that long ago, a month ago, you could see everyone afraid of the ball. Not now. Everyone wants on it. Everyone's happy to be on the ball. The boys are playing with a bit of confidence now. Come on. Chat, we could win. We could win again. We could win again. The last time, Vinyl, the last time we were 2-0 up, correct me if I'm wrong, someone will, but please do. The last time we were 2-0 up was away to Nuno's Nottingham Forest. I think. I could be wrong. Anyway, Ronaldo will take the throw in for Sunderland. Just puts it down the left-hand side, and it goes out for another throw-in, and it's to West Ham. It came off Brian Brobby's hand, and it's a throw-in to West Ham United. Wan-Bissaka will take. Souček hooks it forward. Alderete gets his head on it. Wan-Bissaka puts it back up. Pablo's battling away. Souček's battling away now, and the referee says no free kicks to either, and the ball falls to the Sunderland goalkeeper, who's just taking his time. It suits us. It allows us to get back into position. And if you look at Pablo and Tate here, it stops the ball into Siddiqui. That's who they want to give it to. They want to put it into Siddiqui. They can't put it in there. So he's got to go to a centre-back. And when he does that, whatever strikers need is moves over and closes the centre-back down, and the other striker just pops on Siddiqui. So Alderete's got at the minute, he can't give it to the midfielder. So his only option is his goalkeeper or his other centre-back. In the live chat, you're correct, we were 2-0 up against Bournemouth. I blocked that game out. Anyway, Mundo just cutting inside here, and he has to go backwards to Dan Ballard. And Todibo just brings it away from Mayenda. Gives it to Ollie Scars. Good play there by Todibo and Scars. Scars goes long, looking for Pablo. Couldn't quite find him. Ballard handled him really well, and the ball fell to Alderete, who looks for Brobby. Mavropanos picks it up, gives it to Pablo. Come on. Bowen on the run. Pablo just holds the ball up. He's done really well there, Pablo. Just keep the ball, let his team up the pitch. Good play. Fernandez sweeps out to Somerville on the left-hand side. Scars on the underlap. Back to Souček. For Mavropanos. Pops out to Jared Bowen. One-on-one with Ronaldo. Go on, run him. And he does. This is good. This is good. He gets brought down. Free kick, surely. And it's got to be a yellow card. And it is. Jared Bowen's just got Ronaldo into the booking. Free kick to West Ham. Just outside the box, down on the right-hand side of the box. So it's a crossing opportunity rather than a shooting opportunity. But fantastic work there by Jared Bowen. He's causing them all sorts of problems out on that right-hand side. It feels a bit like old Jared Bowen. But Ronaldo's really struggling. 3-4 times Bowen's gone past him. On one occasion, he got an assist. On that occasion, he just got his man in the book. Good play, Jared Bowen. Free kick to West Ham. Fernandez and Scars over it. This one will come into the box. Just keep it away from the goalkeeper. Find Thomas Souček. I'm getting a bit greedy. I want a third. I'm getting greedy, chat. Scars takes it. Not the best cross. And it was headed out by Leafy at the very front post, and it's a throw into West Ham United. And we'll just take a minute to take this throw in. Scars will switch back over to the left hand side. Get the centre backs back. Reduce the risk of Sunderland hurting us from our own throw in. But Wan-Bissaka takes it quickly once he gets over there, giving it to Jared Bowen. Finds Pablo, back to Bowen. Battling away. But Sunderland do well. Alderete clears it. And it goes out for a throw into Sunderland. Halfway down the touchline in their half on our right-hand side, our left-hand side. But we've got 10 minutes. 10 minutes until half-time. Just showing us Jared Bowen's free kick and about how he... I assume the commentators are talking about how he slips a little bit just before he kicks the ball. He does. His standing foot isn't firm in the ground, but we'll take it. Scars with a fantastic tackle on Hume there, and Tate will pick up the loose ball. Great tackle from our left back. Tate gives it into Somerville, who can't give it back to him. Chance for Sunderland to break here with Brian Brobby, but Mavropanos is just stopping him from turning. But he's done well there, the striker, Siddiqui, Leafy. Out to Mayenda, back to Michele, and he poops out for a throw-in. And Brian Brobby complaining about the treatment he's receiving from Mavropanos, and he is getting a bit of a tough game up there. We've seen this as West Ham fans. We've seen that with Michael Antonio, the treatment he used to get from centre-backs where he just gets pushed and pushed and pushed. And he's had a couple of free kicks today, Robbie, but he's wanting a free kick there and the referee just explaining he played advantage, and he did. Referee recognised there was a foul, but Sunderland still had the ball. But Tadebo's done really well here. A couple of tackles there, and he pops out to Somerville, and he's continued his run, Tadebo. Somerville won't use him as he just travels up with it, but he's still there, Tadebo, in that left wing position. He's got it now. And Thomas Suchek receives it, who's just filling in for Tadebo at left centre-back as the Frenchman makes his way back. As Somerville gets on the left wing, he starts running at Hume, cuts inside, but Siddiqui gets a toe on it. Fernandez picks up the loose ball. Suchek, Somerville just caught there. And Sunderland try and break with Leafy, who just wiggles away from Bowen, finds Brian Brobby. Out to Mundell. A bad pass from Brobby, though, and it's out for throw into West Ham. Sunderland just not playing very well going forward. The attack, Meander, Brobby, Mundell, it's not clicking at all for the Black Cats. The passes are not great. It's been a bar, that volley early on. There's not been much for our defence to have to deal with. It's been a physical battle between Mavpanos and Brobby, but in terms of quality, they are just lacking. They've got options on the bench, though. They've got Talby, they've got Adringa, they've got Isidore, they've got plenty of options on the bench to change at Sunderland. And you'd imagine Leigh might make some changes at half-time, because so far it's been quite straightforward for us from a defensive aspect. A lot of loose passes out there. Leafy gives it to Dan Ballard, though, in the meantime, as he comes forward into the West Ham half with it. Poops out to Hume. Gives it to Meander, and Fernandez puts a tackle in, and it's a throw into Sunderland over on their right-hand side, our left-hand side. Just outside our box in terms of the vertical aspect of where the throw-in is. Mukiele has gone out to take it, and he's just getting a bit frustrated with the lack of options as Siddiqui goes short and does a 1-2 with him. Pablo puts a tackle in, he rides that one. Somerville puts a tackle in, and it goes out for a goal kick. Fantastic play there by those two. Pablo puts a slide tackle in, gets the ball, but Mukiele comes out with it. Somerville then puts a slide tackle in, hits off the Sunderland player, out for the goal kick. Brilliant play by those two down that left-hand side. Areola just sending his centre-backs up for this one. So he'll take the goal kick himself for the first time this afternoon. Just buys ourselves an extra 20 seconds or something. Good play. Less than 5 minutes of normal time to go in the first half at the London Stadium. Tate wins the header, and Somerville brings Hume down, but the referee plays advantage as Mukiele picks up, switches play for Mundell. Heads it down to Leafy, but Jared Bowen intercepts it, and he's battling away with the Sunderland players. Vinaldo goes out there, and he brings him down. The left back on a yellow card brings Jared Bowen down, and it's not a bookable offence, but it's just one of those that you want to just point out to the referee. That's another foul. West Ham have a free kick as a result just inside our half, which Mavpanos will take. Fernandez dropping into a left-back position as he's wanting to pick this up from Mavpanos. However, the Greek centre-back goes long, looking for Somerville on that left touchline. Was always an ambitious pass, and it was cut out, but we've got a throw-in off the back of it over on the left-hand side. Scars will take. Goes back to Tadebo. Ends up with Aviola, who goes long, looking for Jared Bowen. Up against Ronaldo again. Good battle between those two. And it's a throw-in for West Ham as a result of that contest. Wan-Bissaka will take. He goes back to Mavpanos. A very comfortable afternoon so far for West Ham. It was quite even at 0-0. We took the lead through Somerville. It's been comfortable since then. We scored with Jared Bowen after all the Scars won a penalty. It's remained very comfortable. Fernandez, long ball, great pass from Somerville from Fernandez, who does really well taking his stride. Tate makes a move, Pablo makes a move, Somerville finds Tate, it's Tate, shot is blocked, comes out to Fernandez, oh my god, what a goal! Oh, what a fucking goal! Fernandez! 25, 30 yards out! What a fucking strike! Oh, I absolutely love him. We're 3-0 up! West Ham are 3-0 up, and it's not even half time yet. That goal from fucking hell, what a strike. I want to see it from behind the goal. I need to see a different angle of that one, but he's 25, 30 yards out. And he just hits it, and it just flies. He's hit that so sweet. I mean, he starts it all off. He's just the deepest player on the pitch, Fernandez. Long ball for Somerville, who's onside by the looks of it. Somerville takes it down beautifully in his stride on the left-hand side. Tati drops off. Somerville gives it to him. Has a shot blocked by Ballar. Comes out to Fernandez. First touch sets himself up. In the second touch, I'm going to get a good angle here. He just, oh, that is an absolute beauty. He just bends it into that near post. Roofs gets a palm on it really, but there's too much power and it's curling away from him as well, which doesn't help. Fucking hell, what a goal. We're 3-0 up. Kevin's crying. I'm not surprised. That's Mike said West Ham legend. I haven't got that far yet. Calm down, Mike. Naturally, don't calm down. Fuck it. Get excited. But Kevin said he was crying. I can't find him. West Ham United 3. Sunderland 0. This is fucking brilliant. Where's this been all season? If we can play like this for the rest of the season, we'll stay up. Big if, but possible if. 3-0 up. Xhaka looks shocked. I am shocked. 3-0 up. I had hope we'd win, but... Come on, boys. This is it. Come on. I'll tell you what. Dare I say it? I will say it. This has got to be good for the old goal difference, right? If you're Nottingham Forest or you're Leeds right now, you're probably shitting it a little bit. Come on. Leafy sends in a corner for Sunderland. Headed away by Pablo or Souček. Not sure who it was. Don't really care. Someone headed it away. Come on. I want 4. I want another one. I want another one. When you get a game like this, you've just got to keep going. You've just got to keep going. You're already giving them a hiding, but we've just got to keep going. Getting at half-time, the message has got to be, do you know, sometimes you tell your players to calm down and stuff like that. I'd be doing the opposite. I'd be saying, fuck, calm down. Stay buzzing. Stay excited. Stay buzzing. Get out there and get a 4th. We've got to keep going. Sunderland look like they're done. They look, they've had nothing in the first half. Absolutely nothing. I want another one. I want 4. I want to get that goal difference column reduced. Come on. I want a Pablo goal. I want a Tati goal. I want an every fucking person goal. Come on. Ronaldo with the ball getting chased by Pablo and Bowen. It goes out for a throw-in. Everyone's just a little bit quicker today. There's an extra. Everyone's just a little bit quicker. Bowen on the ball. Gets fouled. Aye. Foul. That's a yellow card. That's got to be a red card. That's a booking. Ronaldo, who's already on a yellow card, just brought Jared Bowen down. He's telling everyone he's not going to book him. Bullshit. If he wasn't on a yellow card, that's a booking. He's stamped on his foot. Nah, the referee's bottled it. The ref has absolutely bottled that. You can't tell me if he's not on a booking, he doesn't book him. He definitely does. You can tell by his reaction, he knows he's in trouble, Ronaldo. The referee's bottled that. Bottled it. Free kick to West Ham, but I think the referees let Sunderland off with one there. I think they should be down to 10 men. 30 seconds of stoppage time to go. It's probably half-time in real life, but I'm not looking at the screen. I'm not looking at anything. I'm on Sky Go on my iPad, so I've got a delay, I'm afraid. Fernandes whips it in, headed away at the front post by Leafy. Scarles picks it up and goes back to Areola. Back to Scarles. Sunderland pressing, but he does fine. And the referee, blows for half-time. Half-time at the London Stadium. West Ham United 3. West Ham United 3. Sunderland 0. Absolutely fucking fantastic from the boys. Absolutely brilliant. Wow. What a half football. The best 45 minutes of our season by an absolute mile. Admittedly, the bar is quite low. There's not much competition. We won our last two. The win against Spurs would have counted for very little if we didn't win today. We had to capitalise on it, and we haven't won yet. But we're 3-0 up. The boys are just a little bit quicker than they were last week. Everyone's given 100%. Somerville scored again. Scarles won a pen, put away by our captain, who's got an assist as well. And then Fernandes with an absolute belter from outside the box as well. Well done, West Ham United. Right, I'm going to turn to the live chat. See what you're all saying. What a half of football. What a 45 minutes for West Ham United. This is brilliant. Ironix is saying this is a team. The two lads up front have made a difference. Ironix, thank you very much for the £5 super chat. Thank you very much for your support. I completely agree. I think out of possession, when Roofs has got the ball, he's just struggling. He's just not sure where to put it because of the positioning of Tati and Pablo. They're not really allowing it to go to Siddiqui. So it's Alderete or Ballard, take your pick. If he goes to Alderete, Pablo goes out there, Tati drops on Siddiqui, and Alderete, he can't give it to Ronaldo, Bowen's on him, can't give it to Siddiqui, Tati's on him. His only options are to go to Ballard or go back to his goalkeeper. Sunderland, out of possession, are struggling a little bit. I think we've got them where we want them. In possession, we're doing good. We are doing good. What a half of football. Podcast saying Fernandes is unreal. I'm just resisting my Fernandes signed shirt. I might cave. I'm just a bit worried. But for obvious reasons. I don't want to talk about it today because it's a negative thing and we're winning 3-0. Hey Ducks is saying our wingers have got their fullback on strings with Do. He should have been sent off. But we just got to keep Bowen running at him. Bowen's just got to keep running at him. Get him sent off. Avid saying I'm genuinely flabbergasted by this. Hopefully this convinces the board to spend a bit more in the last few weeks of the window to help improve our chances of survival. Absolutely. We've got to get the win here. But once we do get the win, we'll be brilliant. AFL saying 3-0 up. Come on, West Ham. Paul saying they're severely lacking the leadership of Xhaka. They are, but I don't really care. Paul, a Spurs fan, is saying the two open play goals were both decent to be fair. Lord saying Ronaldo should have been sent off. Paul saying I put a bet on West Ham to win 4-1. If it comes in, I'll give you a big super chat. Well, you don't have to, but thank you. I just hope we win. Josh saying Tati and Pablo have given us a nasty edge. We've been missing. Agree, they're both quite aggressive, aren't they? They get stuck in, both give 100%. And Josh, thank you very much for the £5 super chat. Very, very kind of you. Appreciate it a lot. Wayne saying one more left back by Ronaldo and he's got to get sent off. Nick saying, mate, win this. The escape is on. You can tell we're West Ham fans. It's just that little bit of doubt about us winning the game. If we win this, it's 3-0 up at half time. If we win, the escape is on. Martin saying game of two missing midfielders. They aren't very good without theirs. We are better without ours. Chris is saying smile on my face, tear in my eye. It's been a hard season. William saying Pablo's contribution seemed to go unnoticed by many, calling for his sub. I wouldn't touch a thing. I would leave Pablo and Tati on up there for as long as possible, but once they start to tire, get Wilson on. And also, if someone else tires, Somerville or Bowen, I'd get Juve on. Roger saying, glad I transferred Bowen in on FPL. Think Palace might be the ones to catch. What were they, 10 points behind before today? Someone will correct me. I'm probably wrong about that. I'm doing it from the top of my head. Ginger John saying, great half. Only downside is sitting down too fast after jumping from Fernandez's goal. As I landed, my plums swung underneath and I sat on them. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. That's a serious injury. Do you have a missus? Can you get some treatment? Josh is saying, attack is the best form of defence. Keep the foot on the gas. I think so. But what I'm hoping is that because it's 3, we're not going to try and hold on. It's not. Do you know if it's 1-0? I think he'd be inclined to hold on if it's a 1-0 lead. Because it's 3, we can afford to try and attack and possibly concede. So let's keep going. Daniel's crying. My stream didn't work. Haven't been able to watch. However, I am saving him. Crikey. I feel sorry for you if I'm the one that you've got to rely on. But I promise you it's 3-0, Daniel, and I'm not winding you up. Sophie's saying we should try and score another 3. We need to up that goal difference. Yeah, I want a 4th. I want another one. Brent saying we've won so many one-on-one duels. It's making a huge difference. Dave saying this is going to do the lads' confidence no end of good. Northern saying I was out with the missus and kids, so I've missed it. I don't mind. So, well, you're missing a bloody good game, I'm afraid. Spen said, wife has just said she's not seen me this happy in ages. I've replied, we've not been 3-0 up in ages. Mason saying, that's not Mason, this is Mason. This is Mason. Saying, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Unbelievable half, but 45 minutes left. Proper West Ham stuff that is, isn't it? 3-0 up and it's still like... people are still a little bit worried. Thank you very much. I have stopped the clock now. It's now correctly saying it's half time. Peter saying we're so used to disappointment it's hard to stop the wee little voice in the back of our head saying it could all go wrong. Oh, it absolutely could go wrong. But maybe until it's 3-2, I think I'll be okay. Jordan saying we finally have some attacking identity. We look somewhat dangerous from crosses and we're getting numbers in the box. That's the good thing. You know, just before the goal, for Somerville's goal, I'm looking at it now. Bowen gets it. Souček, Tati, Pablo, Somerville, all in there, all moving. And Fernandez just on the edge of the box as well. It's absolutely brilliant to see us committing players forward, trying to get that goal. Thank you very much to Green Thumb. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Very, very kind of you. Saying Pablo crossed hammers. Oh, everyone's happy. Nick saying, I told you, Gio, my lucky Dr. Martin shirt with number 10 Decanio in the back. It's starting to work its magic. Brilliant. And Coobs is worried about Nuno in the second half. I just think at 3-0, he's surely not going to come out and say, we need to sit back. I don't think so. I think he's going to say, go out there and get it. If it was 1-0, I would be similar. But because we've got that 3-goal cushion, I think we might just be in for a little bit of a treat in the second half. Denny is happy with the first half. We haven't sat back and look what happened. That's because we didn't get in at half time. I think if we scored 1-0 up and then we had a break, I think he might have said, whoa, be careful. But because it was all in the same half, you just keep going, don't you? Now's a test for Nuno. What are you going to say? Matt is saying, information spot on. I wouldn't change anything after today. I wouldn't bring Juve back in. I slaughtered Scars and didn't think he's been good enough, but his response has been magnificent. And Matt, that is the right thing to do, by the way. If you have an opinion, that's okay. Normal. But having the ability to change your mind, wonderful thing. A powerful thing to have. Thank you very much to Scarmingy, who's saying, so many things I want to say, but I have to praise Scarls. His bounce-back mentality after the Fulham game is something to admire, while some of our most experienced players were shrinking away. I completely agree. I've been, for those that tune into the player ratings, I've said it every week since the Fulham game, I think, that I've just been so impressed by Scarls' mentality. And we speak about a lack of leadership, and I don't want Scarls as captain before someone misquotes me. But his own leadership within himself has been absolutely incredible. Just 20 years of age. In tears after the Fulham game, Strong performance. He's done really well. But thank you for the support. Thank you to the super chats. There's no adverts in this live stream. Hopefully there's an advert when you click on it because, it's my job. This is how I make my money. But once you're in it, no adverts. Thanks to people like Susan. £5 super chat from Susan saying, fantastic first half. Spen saying we look so much better without Paqueta. Surely we take the money and run. Yeah. Random saying, is that Fernandes goal in contention for goal of the season? Probably not. I think it's maybe like the West Ham goal of the season because there's been so few to choose from. But in terms of like the Premier League, no. I think there will be better goals. I think Brighton scored a better goal on Monday night, for example. Was it Costulas that scored the overhead kick? I think that was better. It was a good strike. Don't get me wrong. I'm just giving my honest opinion. I don't think it will be on the shortlist for goal of the season. I think you see one of them every weekend in Premier League, personally. Bronson saying back-to-back wins is massive for us. Genuinely might have a chance of staying up if we play like this for the rest of the season. Lee saying Pablo is battling Ballard all half. When he gets forward, he's shattered. To be fair, it's been a good battle with the centre-backs, and also Matt Patterson Brobby's been a really good physical battle down at our half as well. Mark, thank you very much for the £10 super chat saying nosebleed from flying high today, going 2 points behind. Nottingham Forest if we continue to win this game. Matt saying, want to shout out Thomas Souček since being back in the team. He's been absolutely brilliant, and I completely agree with that as well. Daniel saying, I wouldn't sell any of our players to Spurs anyway. Phil saying, credit to Nuno. Been playing the young players and getting them blooded and ready for next year. Get excited. Rebuild is going to be amazing. I just love the positivity at the minute. Inner Circle saying, fingers crossed you can pull off this miracle, stay up and then get Brady and Sullivan out. Good luck, Hammers. Thank you, Inner. Barry saying, Paqueta missing. Better. We always play better without him, especially Somerville. Somerville's been fantastic. Megan saying, generally nothing bad to say about the first 45 minutes. Fantastic from everyone. And the audacity for Fernandes to take a shot from there. Buzzing with this, and some love heart emojis from Megan. Don't know if it's for Fernandes, West Ham or me, but it exists. Crumbs, thank you very much. Just came home from the pub to see the scoreline. I'm bricked up right now. Love from Australia. Gio. Crumbs, thank you very much for joining me from Australia, and thank you very much for your $5 Aussie. Very, very kind of you. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. We're getting closer to 50,000 subscribers every single day, and when we hit 50,000 subscribers, nothing happens. Nothing changes to the channel, but, well, something does happen. I'm going to take Mrs. Gio out for a meal to Miller and Carter. She chose it to say thank you very much for putting up with me doing this as a job. And because, let's be real, right, the last couple of months have been fucking miserable being a West Ham fan. It has been absolutely miserable. We get beat. I go downstairs and she's got to put up with me. Then I sit there and watch Leeds win, Forest win. I sit there just grumpy. So it's probably not been a good time to put up with me being a West Ham fan and doing this as a job. So when we hit 50,000 subscribers, I'm taking her out for a meal. So she's getting rewarded for us hitting 50,000 subscribers. It'll do. Megan saying, could this be the beginning to the Great Escape? It has to be. It absolutely has to be. Ionic saying, it's not a miracle we have to pull off. We just need to improve in the second half of the season, which we have done. And I will say this, Ionix has been the biggest subscriber probably. There's been quite a few, but him in particular has been the one that said, we ain't down. There's loads to go. And this was before we played QPR. Ionix was saying this. So I'm just going to recognise Ionix's positivity, his determination that we're going to be okay. And a lot of people are changing their mind, which is okay. It's normal. Ionix is not changing his mind. He's just reinforcing his mind. Lucas has said, hey, we've been here together in your misery. I'm not taking you all out for a Miller and Carter. You can all bugger off. I'm taking her out, and that's it. Olivia saying, we're going to stay up. Every day I get told we're getting relegated, but look what's happening. We are staying up. We can stay up if we keep going. This is fun. I like it. I like seeing the positivity. Evan saying we're giving so much to Paqueta during his rough time. Don't feel like we've got the best of him. I honestly forget. Am I the only one? I can't be the only one. I forget that Paqueta's a West Ham player. Last week against Spurs, today, I've genuinely forgot all about him. The starting 11, the bench, I've genuinely forgot. He's already, in my head, he's already left. I'm not that bothered at all. I want him gone, but I don't think about him at all. Bernard saying, still convinced we're heading down, but performing like this is great for everybody. We get a bit more for players in form, which can only help the rebuild. Paul saying, my wife has just said she's had 40 years of mostly misery as a Hammers wife. She is loving your enthusiasm. Simon saying, what time should we all be ready for dinner? Listen, if we ever play Stoke away, I am more than happy to have a gathering of some form from Hammers Chat subscribers. We'll do a barbecue. It doesn't even matter if it's in December. We'll do a barbecue and all that. People are more than welcome to come round. And I'm a bit behind. So Zach, thank you so much. The players are coming out for the second half. Zach, thank you so much for £5 super chat, helping keep average off the watch alongs, as well as JM plays. I want Creswell, Hackney, and Adama Traore over the line after today. Thank you very much for the support. And also to Wally saying, Tim Howard having to eat his pre-game words on the USA coverage. He said he was a little naive in his pre-game assessment of West Ham. Don't do that, Tim. Stick to your bloody opinion. For those that don't know, Tim before the game said that West Ham's team is a championship team. Now he's backtracking a little bit. Just stick to it. Just say I've been really impressed. But so far this season, they've been pretty crap. Also to Harley, Wildy from Fernandez, goal of the month contender. There's a couple of substitutions for Sunderland. I'll just confirm them. Actually, there's 3. I can see Tabley as well. Sirkin will come on for Ronaldo, I'm sure. And also to Bob. Thank you all for the support in the live chat. I had a feeling we'd look more together without Paqueta. Everyone looks like they're fighting for their lives and enjoying doing it. Thank you very much for the kind support. Second half is going to get kick-off in the second half. Nick, no, I won't be clearing it with her. I'll be telling her she can go to her mum's, and but that's what we'll be doing. If we get Stoke away, that's my plan. I might have to limit it. I can't have 50,000 people turn up, but I can certainly have 100 people turn up. Anyway, second half, away to get underway at the London Stadium. Fernandez plays it back to Mav Panels. West Ham United, 45 minutes away for a massive 3 points at the London Stadium. 3-0 up at half-time against Sunderland. 3 subs from Sunderland. Fernandez is on the ball, but it's a free kick given against Pablo. Also, thank you to Danny for the £5 super chat. Saying, I've forgotten what it feels like to have a bit of optimism when watching. I quite like it. Keep up the great content. Thank you. And also to Steve, Gio's Meal Fund. I don't need a Gio's Meal Fund, but thank you very much for the support. It's, I don't know, my bills fund, I guess. It's work. This is income from my job. But thank you very much. And the 3 subs for Sunderland. Let me just quickly confirm as I missed them due to the live chat. Talby has come on for Mundell, Kirkin's come on for Ronaldo, and Diarra has come on for Hume. So change in the middle, left back and left wing for Sunderland. I think Meander can consider himself fortunate to stay on. I don't think he was great in the first half. And I've got a picture from Jack, mate. I don't know if I can show... Jack's in the live chat. Can I show you a picture, Jack? Jack, mate, sent me a photo at half-time. If he gives me approval in the live chat, I'll show you all what he sent me. He's happy. Play underway anyway at the London Stadium as Ballard has the ball and he's being chased down by Pablo. And he pops it out to that geezer's name that I can't pronounce. Come on, boys. 3-0 up. This is good. This is good. And Wan-Bissaka heads out for the throw-in to Sunderland over on their left-hand side, our right-hand side. Meander's on the ball, running at all his scars. Pops it infield to Diarra. And Siddiqui jumps over the ball, and it might have just gone out for throwing there to West Ham. Gone out for, yeah, and I think it has, actually. Well done, West Ham. Linesman's giving it to West Ham. Happy days. We'll have a bit of that. I think we'll get the first 20 minutes or something like that. I think we'll get a a big energy from Sunderland. They'll come out with a little bit of belief, a little bit of anger after the first half, and I think you'll see them try and put on us because they'll do the whole, look, if we score first, they're not going to like it, blah, blah, blah. That will be the team talk from Le Brie at halftime, and it'll be the right team talk to do as well. So I think if we can see out the first 10 minutes of this half and just stop them, just kill any enthusiasm that they've got, ideally make it 4, but even if we just keep it 3-0, but just don't let them get any big chances. If Areola can have a quiet 10 minutes, I think we'll go on to win the game comfortably, but we've just got to maybe just don't do anything silly because they're hassling at the minute. Diarra's added energy to the middle of the pitch already. He's just chasing everything at the moment. And we've given away cheaply there to Debo, but luckily Sunderland did not capitalise. And we go again. Fernandes on the ball, and he gets brought down by Brian Brobby, and it's a free kick to West Ham inside our half. We still haven't taken a free kick as Areola comes up to take it. Fernandes in a little bit of pain, but he's okay. He's got up and he's carrying on. Areola shall take the free kick. And he goes long, looking for Pablo, but it's headed away by Dan Ballard. Wamzaka puts it up to the edge of the box, but Alderete gets past Bowen and clears that one away. Mavpanos just gets a clearance on it. Gets a nudge from Brobby. Referee said no free kick. And Scows and Tadebo sort out the loose ball between them comfortably. And Somerville does well to win the ball back. Sunderland pressing a lot higher in this half. A lot more energy from them as well, but we've done okay. Alderete goes long looking for Brobby, but Mavpanos, it's been a great battle between those two, in my opinion, in this game so far. Somerville just giving it back to all his Scows. We're just trying to just move the ball about West Ham, but we are struggling because Sunderland are just snapping at us. Whenever the ball gets played in, we're being pressed, but we've done really well here. And Pablo just seeing the move of Bowen, couldn't find him. Fernandes does, and Bowen brings it down. Obviously up against a new opponent in Kirkin after the substitute at half-time from Sunderland, 1 of 3. As the ball gets sprayed out to Somerville, he'll run at Mukiele. Gives it to Tati. Don't know what he was trying to do there. He's got his feet all muddled up, and Ballard's done really well to clear it, but only as far as Fernandes, who's really enjoyed this deep position last week, and he's enjoying it today. That's a great pass by Fernandes into Somerville, but he couldn't find Pablo on the edge of the box, and it's a chance for Sunderland to break here. Tadebo has to do well against Diarra, and he does, and it's a throw-in to Sunderland. Good defending by Tadebo. Sunderland weirdly taking their time with this throw-in, so I'm quite happy. And Bob, thank you for the support. But as well as the support, Bob said, I've gone from negative to neutral on the up-down debate. We're doing what we need to do to keep pushing the dial into the positive zone. That's brilliant. For anyone that doesn't know, a couple of weeks ago, for the last couple of months, Bob's been convinced we're getting relegated. He's now saying he's now not sure if we're going down or staying up, which is a big positive step. Anyway, Alderete goes forward looking for Talby, who can't bring it down, and it bounces out for the goal kick to West Ham United. This is funny. Mark's just got in and he's just seen the score. Potatoes overslept and see we're 3-0 up. Can you imagine you watch every West Ham game this season and for whatever reason you miss this game? Ah, you'll be fuming. Cursing your luck, won't you? Goal kick for West Ham. Tadebo will take it again. just taking a minute, gives it to Areola, and he goes long. Head away by Alderete. Fernandez knocks it down to Souček, who puts it out to Somerville on the left-hand side. And it's out for throw into Sunderland, just inside the West Ham half on Sunderland's right, West Ham's left. 53 minutes gone at the London Stadium. The Hammers 40 minutes away from going 2 points behind Nottingham Forest, who play Brentford tomorrow. This would put us 5 points behind Leeds United, who play Everton on Monday night. But you have to remember, as I keep pointing out, and a couple of subscribers have said, I keep drawing them back in when I say this, we only need to be 2 points behind Leeds United after the 37th game because we faced them at home on the last game of the season. So this would put us 5 points behind them, but we only need to be 2 points behind them. As Thomas Souček wins a free kick just outside our box. Comfortable now for a quick... You got a bit of an enthusiastic Sunderland for a few minutes, but we've done really well. We've managed to start this second half fantastically well, in my opinion. We've just given Sunderland nothing. They've struggled to string a few passes together, Sunderland, and when we've had an opportunity just to slow it down, we've done exactly that. We've won a couple of free kicks in key moments as well, and it's just keeping them at arm's length. Dan Ballard on the ball, just inside West Ham half. He pops it out to my end on the right wing, up against Scarles, but the left back does well to get his tackle in, and it's a throw-in to Sunderland. Ollie's done nothing wrong whatsoever this afternoon, winning the penalty as well, but from a defensive standpoint, he's been excellent. There's not much joy at all for Sunderland. If you look at what's gone right for them and what can they focus on, there's not loads. They will take a long throw here. Mukiele will go long. Dan Ballard at that front post area up against Todibo. Alderete will be somewhere. It only goes as far as Lefi though, but Tati gets the head on it and clears it out. Mukiele heads it back in. Mavropanos clears it. Somerville will chase this. He's got some pace. Somerville does really well to get... Oh, fuck off, ref. Looked like he got pulled down, but the referee said no. And Sunderland come with it. Diarra picking out Brobby. Mavropanos breathing down his neck as always, and loose ball goes to Wan-Bissaka, and Jared Bowen comes away with it. Lefi chasing him. Bowen does really well just to get us up the pitch. He's done well. He's unlucky there, Jared Bowen. He wants a free kick. He feels like Lefi's fouled him, but the linesman says no and gives the throw in to Sunderland. And I just want to say a quick thank you to Ball Kev. 3 cracking goals, loving to watch along. Once went 3-0 up, I told the wife to leave me alone and buy whatever she wants. Small price to pay for a peaceful second half. You might regret that one, Kev. Let us know what she does buy. I want to know what she buys now. But thank you for the £10 super chat and the support of the channel. Thanks to you guys in the live chat. There's no adverts during the live stream. Mavropanos goes long, looking for Tati. Ballard wins it well. Alderete, Pablo hassles him, gets the ball to Bowen, to Tati, looks for Pablo. He does well to get it eventually, but he gives it away again. And he commits a foul on Siddiqui. I just want Pablo to score. I want him to score. I think it might give him a confidence boost. It might just settle him down a little bit. He certainly works hard. He's got that physical attributes. Technically, maybe lacking a little bit, but I want to see what he'd be like if he got a goal. Look at Somerville before he scored compared to now. He's 2 different players. Diarra hits it, deflected by Todibo, corner kick to Sunderland. Optimistic shooting from there. Charlie, I completely agree with what Charlie's saying, which is Pablo occupies defenders. There's more to just scoring. Like when he won the ball, there. It was a bit of a nothing ball. He ended up losing it, but he won it as well. I think he's all right. I'm happy with what I'm seeing from him in this game. Leafy takes the corner, outswinger. Todibo heads it away. Only as far as Talby, who volleys it. Bad volley. Tati heads it away. Diarra picks up. Bad cross. Tati picks up. There's not much ahead of him. Wan-Bissaka on overlap. Finds him. Siddiqui chasing Wan-Bissaka. He's just trying to slow things down. He's done really well, Wan-Bissaka, just to get away from a couple of Sunderland players, allow our team to get up the pitch. He's still on the ball at the minute, and he's been fouled by Mukiele. We've got a free kick on the halfway line. Well done, Wan-Bissaka. Anyway, we're playing around at the back. Scars puts it down the left wing to Somerville, who got a chance to run forward with the ball here, Somerville. Tati's only one in the box. Bowen getting in the box, and it's out for a corner kick to West Ham. The one thing I will say about Pablo is in situations like that, I want to see him in the box. He was just holding back there, giving Somerville an option, but Somerville doesn't want an option. And if he does, he's got Scars behind him. He's got Fernandez. I'd be saying to Pablo, I want you in the goal. Get in the goal. Get in the box. Not in the goal. In the box. Get in the box. Anyway, corner kick to West Ham United on our left-hand side. Somerville takes it. In swinger. Headed away at the front post. And Fernandez with a very ambitious effort. And it's out for a goal kick to Sunderland. Nowhere near the goal. Roofs on the ball for Sunderland. Just coming forward with it after Ballard took the goal kick. I should stress that. And for anyone that's just listening, the Sunderland goalkeeper hasn't just started dribbling out from the box off a goal kick. Ballard pops it down the right-hand side for Broadby, but Scowls has read it really well and giving it to Mavpanos, into Souček, out to Wan-Bissaka. A brilliant defending there from West Ham United. Making it look easy. This is a completely different West Ham team. The last couple of wins have done us the world of good. We just look confident. We look sharper. We look faster. It's great. We've got a bit of fight about us, but we've also got a bit of quality about us as well. This is really bad news if you're a Nottingham Forest fan or a Leeds United fan. This is not what you want to be seeing from West Ham. Half an hour to go. Sunderland on the ball at the minute with Mayenda coming down that right-hand side. Ollie Scars again. That is absolutely fantastic defending from Ollie Scars. Just watches, pounces at the right time. He times his tackles. Scars times his tackles fantastically well, doesn't he? He doesn't get it wrong too often whenever he decides to engage with the right winger. He must have done 3-4 tackles today, which is big. An average number of tackles per game is 1 point something for a player. He's doing really well out in that left back position. Great ball by Fernandez into Tati, lays off Bowen, but Souček picks it up. Pablo's out on the right wing, gets it. Gives it to Jared Bowen, out to Thomas Souček. Wan-Bissaka. We're just knocking the ball about at the minute. We look confident in this half. Everyone wants on the ball. Everyone's happy to get it and just receive it, give it to someone else, on to the next one, on to the next one. This is a completely different West Ham United. Fluffy saying the same, and if lads feeling okay, we're winning comfortably. We are playing comfortably. We are looking good. Dan, who's a Leeds United fan, saying this is definitely bad news. Need Palace, Bournemouth and Spurs to get sucked into this. If we can all agree to get Spurs relegated, that would be good. Wan-Bissaka on the ball, just puts out to Jared Bowen as we continue just to string the passes together. This is just... Sunderland's enthusiasm is just disappearing. They came out in the second half with a little bit of something, but we've dealt with it fantastically well, and we're just pass. Sunderland know that they've lost this game, and as long as we don't do anything stupid, we are going to win comfortably here. This is brilliant. I feel proud. Does anyone else feel proud? I feel proud watching us. It's been a crap season, but we got that win against QPR, and also to lose that the way we got beat against Nottingham Forest as well. It was a tough one to take. It depends on your opinion on the offside goal and the penalty decision. If you agreed with both, you're possibly not going to sense it. But for the players, I'd imagine they might have felt a little bit mugged off. But to then almost grind out a win against QPR, beat Spurs, and you're really seeing the benefits here. As Tati has a goal, but it's saved by Roofs. But again, that's the confidence. Somerville just rolling the ball with his feet, giving it to Tati, getting out from under his feet, and with his first touch, and the second touch is a shot. Comfortable save by the Sunderland goalkeeper, but it's just that confidence. I feel proud. I feel proud, Brad says. Paul saying we're going to finish above Spurs. Ryan feels proud. Brad feels proud. Avid saying for the first time in a while, it was worth to get up at 5 a.m. to watch it. I don't know how you do it in like Australia and America and stuff like that. I don't know how you do it at that time in the morning. I get grumpy doing it 3 times in pre-season. Michele goes backwards to Dan Ballard. 64 minutes gone at the London Stadium. A little bit of a low-energy game now, but that will suit us more than it suits Sunderland. Just this lack of tempo in the game. Feels like both teams are just going through the motions a little bit here, as Brian Bobby is offside. Also, thank you very much, Hughes. £5, $5 per goal. Just normal dollars, not Aussie ones. Just woke up here in the US. Can hardly believe the score. Looking forward to your review to tell me what I've missed. Well, you missed 3 goals for the start, Hughes. But thank you very much for your support. It's very, very kind of you. Saying 1:30 kickoff, 1:30 a.m. kickoff in New Zealand. Scott's up at 5 a.m. in Canada to hear my Scottish accent. Callum Wilson getting called back to the bench at the minute. It looks like he's getting ready to come on for West Ham, whether it's Pablo or Tate, but it looks like there's a change coming forward. The Hammers as Michele is on the ball for Sunderland. Mayenda into Diarra. Just wiggles away from Tadebo, and he pops it down the right-hand side to Michele. Brobby's in a good position, and he finds Brobby! Oh, fuck. It's 3-1. Oh, no. They've scored a goal. And that was a good goal as well. That was quick passing, that. Oh, shite. Oh, no. That was a good goal. Well worked. Quick passing from Sunderland. Diarra in particular just holding on to the ball the right amount of time. Releasing Michele, who came. Great run. Good ball. Good header by Brobby. Oh, shite. Boys, it's 3-1. Oh, no. Our defence got ripped apart there. Every single one of them. Tadebo was ripped apart. Mav Panos didn't know where Brobby was. Oh, piss. Come on. We need to get going. We need another goal. Wilson coming on. I hope he sticks with his sub. It looked like Wilson was going to come on just before they scored. He's got to stick with it. You've got to get Wilson on. Hopefully we don't need a fourth, but come on. The last thing I want to see is subs happening and he's chucking on defender after defender after defender. Let's not do that. It's a test for the boys now. It's been a test for the first time in the game. It feels like we're getting tested here. Sunderland don't know there's plenty of time on the clock to get back into this. They've got 25 minutes, half an hour to score 2 goals. It's possible. This is a team that have picked up the most points from losing positions apart from Aston Villa in the Premier League this season. They've got belief. Diarra on the ball, out to Michele. Somerville putting a little bit of pressure on him and he's forcing him back to Siddiqui, and he comes out to Alderete, who swings it in from deep and into the hands of Alphonse Areola. We've just got to manage this game. I think we've managed it brilliantly so far. Callum Wilson's definitely coming back on in conversation with Nuno. This is good. This is a positive sub, regardless of who he comes on for. Pablo, Tate, I'm happy with either. I'd probably take off, I don't know, because Pablo gives you that physical presence, but Tate's got that hard work and he's that better footballer in general. I'm happy with either, truth be told. I'm just pleased Wilson's coming onto the pitch. Tate, loose touch from him as Sunderland pick up the ball. Just need to be a little bit better here, West Ham. We just need to be a little bit cleaner. Al Hadji Malik Diouf is coming on as well, so it's not just Wilson, it'll be Diouf. It'll be interesting to see what he does with Diouf. Does he just bring him on for Ollie Scarles, or does he bring him on for Somerville? Two interesting subs coming on here for West Ham United. Wilson and Diouf ready to come on. Not yet, though. The Sunderland have a throw. A long throw. Mukele throws it in that West Ham box. Flicked on by Leafy, but it's headed away by Thomas Soucek. Lucky there was no one there for Sunderland. Free header for Thomas. Somerville battling away, does really well to get in between Mukele and the ball and to win the throw-in as well. Superb defensive play there by Somerville. And everyone's going to have to put in a shift. Everyone's going to have to dig in deep here in the second half as Callum Wilson and Diouf enter the game. And it's going to be Pablo going off for Callum Wilson. So Pablo goes off and he's replaced by Callum Wilson. That's a positive sub. We'll complain when Nuno goes defensive and when he makes defensive subs, and understandably and rightfully so, but I think that's a positive sub. And it's Ollie Scarves that goes off for Al Hadji Malik Diouf. And I think he's had a good game, Ollie Scarves. Not sure I'd have done that sub, but I think it's a positive one. I'm pleased to see Diouf back, but I think Scarves was doing okay. And I know the goal came from down their side, but I don't think the Scarves was the one at fault, really. Anyway, Diouf takes the throw. Goes long down the left-hand side. It's bouncing around. Ballard. Tatty yellow card. Well, the good news is Amistad subscribers have just won a few quid again. 11-2. That was a nice price, weren't it? I mean, he does fly in. There's not much contact between him and Ballard, but I don't think we're going to get a generous card, a generous price on Tati next week for a booking. I think those odds are gone now. 11-2 he was. That was nice. Anyway, Areola gives it to Wan-Bissaka, who comes forward with it here. Long ball. Goes direct looking for Callum Wilson, who's brought it down, but has recovered well from Dan Ballard. Come on, boys. We cannot lose. Well, we cannot draw. We have to win. We have to win this game. 20 minutes to go. It's a long time in football. Alderete on the ball for Sunderland. To Dan Ballard, out to Mukele. Meenda, 1-2 down there. They're doing well down this right hand side, and Somerville gives a free kick away. They take it really quickly, Sunderland. They don't want the game to stop. Leafy's on the ball. Meenda, Diarra. They're getting a bit of joy down this right side, Sunderland. We've made changes though. Diouf come on to replace all his scars down that side. Jared Bowen really deep. I'm just looking. Alderetti's on the ball. I'm just looking at us here, and Bowen's much closer to Wan-Bissaka than any other teammate, and Alderete fouls Callum Wilson. Free kick to West Ham. Isidore getting ready to come on for Sunderland. I quite like him, actually. Leafy's on the ball, goes long, looking for Talby, who's been quite ineffective since coming on, and it goes out for a throw-in to West Ham. Steve said he's going to turn it off in a second. He can't hack it. Oh, no, Steve, I couldn't do it. To not know what's going on would hurt me more than watching us make hard work of it. I've just had a fiver. I did have money on Tati card, right? So I'm playing with winnings here. Just had a fiver on Wan-Bissaka and Juve to be yellow carded. 150 to 1 for the double. I've got a thing that when teams are defending and they might time waste, bet on the fullbacks for yellow cards because of the throw-ins. Anyway, Tati's gone off. Eddie Potts has come on for West Ham United, and Isidore has come on for Sunderland. So definitely a change in formation for West Ham. We'll see if Souček or Fernandez pushes forward a little bit, but Potts has come on for Tati anyway, and Isidore came on for Mienda. So they're changing it up down the right-hand side. Just looking at this now, Wilson is urging Fernandez forward, so Fernandez is going to play a little bit further forward. So Potts is going to play in central midfield beside Thomas Souček. Fernandez is just going to jump up into the sort of number 10 role. And to be fair, for the last, since Wilson came on, Tati was more of a number 10 than a striker. Long throw coming up for Sunderland here. Michele, in it goes, looking for Leafy again, headed away by Juve. Great header, good distance on that one as well. Fernandez closing Sirkin down, forces him all the way back to Roofs, who pops out to Diarra, who's on the halfway line. As West Ham, it's backs against the wall here for the Hammers. 15 minutes of normal time to go. Long ball into the box, and Areola comes out and smothers that one. Great goalkeeping there. As he rolls out to Thomas Souček. We're not going to have Fernandez dropping deep to pick the ball up anymore. So Potts and or Souček are going to have to take over that role of trying to get the ball off the defence. Throw into West Ham, which Juve will take. But before he does that, he's going to short his shin pad out. And this is the time waste I'm referring to. I don't dislike it, by the way. Just from... You can understand my bet now, right? I think Juve and Wan-Bissaka might just take their time at throw-ins. Oh, great play by Callum Wilson. What the fuck? What's the ref doing? This ref's a knobhead. He's just giving a free kick against Wilson for absolutely nothing. It was... bullshit. He doesn't even do anything. Wilson's barely got his shirt on his back. And Ballard's all over Wilson. Wilson manages to get his foot on it, and he gives the free kick against us. This ref's a prick. Bottled the red card in the first half. Giving a free kick for that. Do one. Steroid head. Anyway, Sunderland trying to build up down the left-hand side now. Talby on the ball. Pops it back to Dan Ballard. He's coming forward with it. Diarra's there with him. He goes out to Geezer's name that I can't pronounce sometimes. In it comes. Isidore makes a mess of it, and Juve clears it. And Callum Wilson's just going to have to chase it and do his best, but unfortunately can't get there. Siddiqui does, and there's a massive gap now between Callum Wilson and the nearest West Ham player. The bus is parked. Leafy's on the ball now. He's coming forward. Juf closes him down. Uses Diarra. Mukiele on the ball. Goes back to Siddiqui. Into Talbi. Pops out to Alderete. Out to Leafy. Sirkin, sorry. Talbi's on the ball. Souček's out there in the right back position. Chasing the Sunderland winger. He tries to skin Souček, but Souček does really well. He does even better. But he couldn't find Jared Bowen with the ball, and it goes back to Alderete. And Sunderland come again, and I think this is going to be the theme for the next 15, 20 minutes until we get full time at the London Stadium. It's just going to be attack after attack for Sunderland. I think it's just the question is, can we hold on? That's exactly what we're trying to do here. Anyway, Juf will take the throw in at some point just outside our box on our left-hand side. Goes down the touchline. West Ham players cannot win the ball, or the referee may give a free kick against us. And Wilson does well to win us a throw in just on the halfway line on our left-hand side. 11 minutes of normal time to go at the London Stadium. This would be a massive win for West Ham if we can hold on to all 3 points. Juf with the throw. Ballard wins the header, but Souček heads it back in direction it came from. Bowen battling away, Souček battling away. Players are going down. The referee's giving nothing to anyone here. Fernandez gives a little back heel towards Souček. Potts flies in, wins it. Juf picks it up and gives it out to Somerville. A little bit of composure and he makes the move. Somerville cuts inside and he goes down. It's a free kick to West Ham United. And I think it was Siddiqui. It was Siddiqui that brought Somerville down. And Mukiele is in pain here for Sunderland because I think he clashed with Siddiqui as well. Great play there by Somerville. Really, really good direct play. Just going between Siddiqui and Mukiele and getting brought down. Free kick to West Ham just outside the box. Another Sunderland player on a booking. Free kick to West Ham. Fernandez will take it. In it goes. Headed away. And headed further away by Leafy, but a really bad header that actually. And it just drops in the box. Wilson knocks it down to Mavropanos. It's swung at it with his left foot. And it's out for a goal kick to Sunderland. An ambitious effort from Mavropanos. 81 minutes gone at London Stadium. West Ham United 3, Sunderland 1. I have to say, since their goal, they've not done much. I don't think Ariel has made a save. I don't think they've had a shot. Maybe Talbi had one on the edge of the box, which hit a defender. But apart from that, I can't recall Sunderland really having much. Alderete pops out to Dan Ballard over on this right-hand side. Quick 1-2. Has to go backwards here. Diarra. He gives it out to Alderete. West Ham just in a 4-5-1 formation at the minute. Letting Sunderland have the ball on the halfway line. Leafy trying to make something happen, but there's little in front of him. So he has to go to Ballard and he gets it back from him. Talbi. Lovely little ball out to Kirkin. Takes Bowen out the game. Gets it back to Talbi. He crosses it. And it's a volley at the back post by Isidore. But it's high over the bar. And it's a goal kick to West Ham United. A warning for West Ham. Another warning for West Ham. 7.5 minutes of normal time to go. And then we'll get quite a few minutes added on here with a goal and a few subs. Not been too many big stoppages. And speaking of subs, bloody hell, they're bringing on Luke. My word, Michele's gone off, and they're bringing on Luke 09. Who I'm going to say I'm not sure he's up to it at this level. Some arguing going on the Sunderland bench from Michele. Luke 09 up against Somerville. Please, someone have a word with Somerville and tell him to get at him. Somerville will roast him if he can get one-on-one. Please, Somerville, for the love of God, get at him. Free kick to West Ham United. We're taking our time with this one. The referee just trying to get things hurried up here. As Fernandez just walks over to where the free kick will be taken from. We are still putting players up. I will say that. It's 84 minutes on the clock, 3-1 up, and we've got Mavpanos and Todibo in the box, and the ball goes into the box. Mavpanos heads it down, but it's cleared away. Very Potts under pressure, but he gets his header back towards goal. Wilson brings it down. Wilson, it's Wilson. He goes down looking for a penalty. The referee says no. Callum Wilson is convinced he should have had a penalty. We'll wait for the replays here as Diarra's on the ball. It was a great touch by Callum Wilson. He brought it down and he spun fantastically well, got onto his right foot. Then he hit the deck before he could get his shot away. Leafy on the ball. Out to Luke. Siddiqui. Alderete. Sunderland coming forward now. Alderete swings it in from deep. Headed away by Juve. Won a couple of headers since coming on, he has. Dan Ballard does really well there. Gives it out to Luke 09, who's cross. Oh my God! Fucking Jesus! Flaming Nora almost ends in the back of the net. Luke 09 crossed it, and it ended up, Areola fumbled it. He tried to catch it, sort of hit the post a little bit, and then caught it on the second attempt. Bloody hell, that was close. We've got a free kick somehow. Someone's got brought down. Wilson, possibly. It was Wilson, I think. Just looking at that, I'm sure it was a cross. I mean, it was top corner type stuff, and Areola does really well in the end, but we've still not seen a replay of the Wilson incident. We've got a free kick here, though. Fernandez has just stood over it. He sends it in, but not a good free kick by Fernandez, and Roos picks that one up easily. Callum Wilson just being a bit of a nuisance for the Sunderland goalkeeper who goes long. And Juve does well. Xhaka is arguing with someone in the crowd. It looks like Xhaka and someone in the crowd are having an argument at the minute. Sunderland are a bit rattled here. It's still going on. The rest of Sunderland bench are starting to get involved now. So there's something happening between Xhaka and what looks like the West Ham fans. They are rattled. Dan Ballard on the ball, goes back to Siddiqui. He puts it out to Alderete. Diarra. 09. To Diarra. Somerville's tracked him well into that corner. And Juve's done really well to get back in there and win the ball off him. Superb play by Juve. And it's gone out for... he might have got us a free kick. Superb. That is superb from Juve there. Diarra goes to hold it in the corner. Juve just nicks in and gets it. And then wins us a free kick from absolutely nothing from Diarra. Superb play. More things are happening on the Sunderland bench. The stewards are getting involved. I don't mind that. if West Ham fans have got the Sunderland bench wound up and rattled, I'm all for that. You need every advantage possible, and if we can make the London Stadium an uncomfortable place for the opposition's bench to be sat there, I'm okay with that one. Obviously, there's a line, you don't want to cross the line. As long as he's been called a wanker or something. But the game's stopped at the minute because stewards are getting involved. The referee's speaking to Nuno at the minute. So the game's been paused whilst this argument on the bench is dealt with. But the problem is, right, all the officials do here is draw more attention so more fans understand they're going to get involved because you know you've rattled the bench. The fans aren't going to go, oh, well, we'll sit down and be quiet. You're going to get more people are going to stand up, more people are going to start singing and shouting, and so they should, and I hope they do. Get stuck in, wind them up. A minute of normal time to go at the London Stadium. We're 3-1 up, minutes away from a massive 3 points against Sunderland. Ariola goes long, O'Nien brings it down. Isidore Diouf with a fantastic tackle. And Wilson plays it off him to get the throw in. Brilliant play there by Diouf and Wilson, the two substitutes from West Ham. Absolutely brilliant. Diouf hooks it back into play, and Todibo's on the ball, and he goes all the way back to Alphonse Areola, just to slow the game down. Wilson battling away with Leafy. O'Nien heads it down. Fernandez, he's done really well here, looks for the run of Jai Bowen, but Ballard does well, and he puts out for a corner kick to West Ham. This is good, this is good, this is good, this is really good. Jared Bowen, I think, telling Diouf to go take the corner. 4 minutes of stoppage time at the London Stadium. Great play by Fernandez, good ball, and it's good defending by Ballard, but it gives us a corner kick. 3.5 minutes. Oh, Max Kilman's coming on here. Nuno is holding his hand. Look, Kilman. Just don't fuck up. Just don't fuck up. Max Kilman getting ready to come on as West Ham United have a corner kick. I think we need Freddie Potts to score for the bet. Can Freddie Potts score for someone to win some money? Jair Bowen takes the corner kick. In it comes. It's Potts, flicks it on. It's bouncing around. It comes out of the box. It's Fernandez. Oh, off the bar. It's Wilson. Oh, fucking. Yes. In. Come on. Yes! Oh, fuck. Wait, hang on. What is it? Is it a goal? What is that, a free kick? What's going on? Oh, he's giving a free kick. Ah, piss off. I thought we'd scored a goal. I thought we'd scored. It looked like it'd gone in, and watching as Wilson heads it. Souček gives Roofs a nudge. It hits Souček in the back. It might just cross the line. Does it cross the line? I'm not so sure. Nah, it's a free kick anyway. Souček does push the keeper. If that was on my keeper, I'd want a free kick. But Fernandez's shot was incredible. Just bounces off the crossbar and comes down on the line. And Alderete's possibly head-butted Mavropanos here. Them two were really going at it. Really going at it. Mavropanos and Alderete have proper got each other by the scruff of the shirt just in front of the goal, while Fernandez was nearly rifling one into the top corner. Why is that not a pen for us for Alderete and Souček? The other week it was a penalty against us. Anyway, substitution for West Ham. Somerville going off to be replaced by Kilman, and he's getting a proper cuddle from Nuno. Rightly so. He's got the goal. He's been absolutely fantastic. They can't handle him. Got Ballard on the yellow card as well. Great performance. Max Kilman's come on for the last couple of minutes as we go to a back five, just to see this win out as Juve volleys it down the middle of the pitch. And Wilson could be in here. So it's an awkward bounce. Wilson's battling away. Alderete does really well. Unlucky Callum Wilson. Roos picks it up, gives it to Ballard. A couple of minutes to go at the London Stadium. I'd imagine there's going to be an extra minute on top of the stoppage time after all that kerfuffle. Kirkin, Wan-Bissaka doesn't quite get his tackle in. It's a poor ball. Mavpanos cuts it out, but it's a poor pass from Mavpanos though. And Sunderland have the ball again. Souček, he wins the ball. The referee's not giving a free kick there. Jared Bowen comes away with it. Talby chasing him. Now it's Sadiqi's turn, and Bowen plays it off him, takes a throw in. Good play there by Jared Bowen down that right hand side, getting us the throw in high up the pitch. Just what we need. Just kill the game. Kill the game. Bubbles rigging out around the stadium in the closing moments at London Stadium. Ballard's on the ball, pops it into Diarra, back to Luke O'Nien, up against Juve, forces him back to his keeper. We've done good. We've managed this game really well, and that's the full-time whistle at the London Stadium. West Ham United 3, Sunderland 1. Absolutely brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. That is fantastic. We deserved that win. We controlled the game. The best performance of the season, that. Maybe not in Forest away, but the best performance for quite some time. And that's what we needed. Not just a win. I always say it's just about 3 points, but we didn't just get the 3 points. We got a really, really good performance to go with it as well. What a fantastic start to the weekend. Now we need Brentford and Everton to do us a favour as well. We had hope coming into this game that maybe we could do it. You start to get a little belief. We finished this game 2 points behind Nottingham Forest. Come on, Brentford. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you don't mind sticking around, I'll be live in 2 minutes with my match review. We can talk about us beating Sunderland because it's finished. West Ham United 3, Sunderland 1. Massive, massive win for West Ham. I'll catch you in a minute.